Good morning, people. I'm on the wrong scene. Now I'm on the right scene. All cameras, baby. Welcome to the Anthony Sanford Show on Unusual Whales. Jay-Z and I are on our way out. Anthony's going to be taking over for us, and I think Tucker might be dipping too. I don't know what the fuck Tucker's doing.
I can't.
But this is going to be the Anthony Whales Show. And there's not much I can really do about that. So I'm just going to shut my camera off. I'm going to shut Tucker off. Take it away, Anthony.
Well, you guys are fired, first of all. Not performing very well, especially Tucker.
Yeah,
mostly Tucker. It's
all right. I'll turn my camera back on then.
Okay, yeah. Just get rid of Tucker.
Do I get a severance package?
Sorry. This
after what you did, absolutely not.
After what you did.
No.
All right.
No, we got to keep Nick around. Somebody's got to handle the tech stuff. I can't do that. Tucker, on the other hand,
Since I've got a completely new setup, so I can fix what we do with our clips and shit, and one of you pop into both the YouTube and the Twitter feed and make sure it's fine before I have them tweet out the show and get a bunch of people in here for a broken stream.
I will check YouTube for you. YouTube looks to be fine on my end here. Let's see, I got a stupid ad, so 1 second. Yep, we are live on YouTube.
And no lag? If no lag, I might not, because that means this worked.
Yeah, it seems to be good.
Try and check the Twitter one, but it's been very slow.
Yes! Although, if Twitter sucks, I could just as well blame Twitter, honestly.
Also true.
Twitter's analytics haven't worked in like 2 months. Lovely.
Yep, nope, the Twitter feeds work. Sorry, YouTube
All
feeds
right, we're good.
And Twitter one's fine as well.
Oh, I'm going to hop in so I can actually see your screen share. Oh, you're not even sharing your screen. What is this,
I should probably share my screen.
What is this, amateur hour?
That might help a little bit, huh?
I'm not either, so it's,
Yeah. That's okay.
Also, for everyone watching, it's going to be amazing when Nick starts doing the thumbnails. They're just going to be so much better when I'm gone.
I can make funny thumbnails. The quality just ain't there. Go look at those GameStop videos I made when Roaring Kitty double dipped again. It's just the stupidest shit. It's just his face looking silly and stupid, like on top of the flow. There's no artistic integrity whatsoever to that thumbnail, but it worked. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna flip over to yours.
Integrity overrated.
Yeah. Apparently, journalistic integrity too. What are you gonna do? All right, I'm on your screen, Anthony, my man. I know you saw them slapping the shit out of MU yesterday.
Yeah, MU and TSM. It was very, very odd. I seen it at first,
dude, just all day.
Look, and TSM too. Same expiration, like very, very odd. And I mean, it's grinded up. I was talking to some people. I'm like, just verify that open interest tomorrow, just because you had that later kind of volume on the day. But man, majority of that carried over on TSM there, and then majority of that carried over on MU there. So usually when I see that, I'm like, oh, maybe there's some profit taking going on. But yeah, all of that carried over, and I think both are still looking to open. Yeah, MU's up about 3.7, and then TSM about up.
I got a feeling the old Stony Shorts strategy probably not going to be a good time today. I will say, yesterday, obviously, we colossally ripped. We mooned yesterday, and that said, I only longed once. All of yesterday's profits were off of shorts anyway, because I am a deranged mad lad who can't just buy and close my eyes like a fucking normal person.
Yeah,
that had a decent day yesterday. For those who were tuning in on Monday, I fat fingered on last Friday and just completely fucked myself out of like 2K in profit, and I got the vast majority of it back yesterday, shorting in an uptrend. Let's go.
Hey,
Let's go.
I came off a 2-day losing streak there, and
Oh.
I
I saw you got to pop some of the spy calls finally. Did you get your revenge?
No, I
Oh
didn't.
no!
I'll show. So let me. What was that? Monday.
We got 1 minute to open, but honestly, nothing
Alright.
doing there. I think we're gonna have some pretty spicy chop right on the open is my prediction here. But I'm not gonna jump into a
Monday.
position until it normalizes a little bit, even if it dumps and goes
Yeah,
into my short.
these were those 647 calls that I took live on Whale Watch on Monday, and then I cut them that same
Oh.
day, and then hey, look at
To be
that!
fair, no one saw
Look at
that shit
that!
coming. Like,
No.
to be fair. Now the gamma positioning was kind of hinting at some upside, but it wasn't until we got more confirmed market maker positioning updates to show just how high. And honestly, we got another good old-fashioned Trump tweet yeet yesterday as well.
Well, and
All
he's addressing the
right,
nation
1
tonight
second.
at
There's the
9
bell.
Eastern. All right, let's get some refreshing going on in here.
I'm just gonna pop NQ open real quick. I expect it's gonna chop around and be nutty here. I'm not gonna chase into a damn thing yet, but we'll see what happens as price settles a bit. I'll wait for a good old-fashioned Periscope update, and maybe we'll see if we can put some scalpy poos on while we surf flow. Now, as always, guys, if you're new to this show, feel free to drop flow requests, ticker requests that you want to see some flow data on, and we'll break that down for you. You got us here for that. Otherwise, we'll be taking trades the whole time we're live. Tucker is spacing down there. You good, bro?
No, I'm paying attention. I'm like,
Tucker, you look like you got beat up, dude.
He just
I
like
think
so
I-
sad.
I have pink eye, and also
Oh,
I also went to bed at like 3 last night because I saw a movie at midnight.
You know how you get pink eye, right? I'm not gonna tell you. You're gonna have to go look it up.
I shoved my finger up your ass. Yeah.
Atta boy.
Oh, okay.
Hey, at least he knows the cause, and he can start
Well-
working on a solution.
Well, Tucker, to kind of, I didn't feel anything, so
I mean, it was his
small
fingers,
I'm a
so
small
he
guy.
just got
Also,
small
your
hands.
loose
That,
asshole
that
fell
says
pretty
more
bad.
about you than him, honestly.
Yeah, your flappy butthole. Jesus.
Well, good
So-
morning. Welcome to the Options and Futures Trading Show, where we open up with sodomy right away in the morning, 1 minute into the market.
I know that this is the exact energy that Nick wants the show to have, so I'm just.
It literally is. It's
Yeah,
just,
I know-
it's a
I
matter
know.
of how much I can get away with.
Oh yeah.
All right,
wanna see
new
what that-
intraday low since open. They have not taken out by any way, shape, or form pre-market lows. And dude, after yesterday and then overnight, I'm not convinced to the downside until I see those positions get really big. I'm not gonna be swinging for the fences. We do have good gamma positioning below us. Heavier than above, honestly. But if you look way up there, bro. They were setting up yesterday. You're starting to fall off a little bit now, way up there at 66.75, 66.25. But all day yesterday, dude, they were slapping the shit out of those higher strikes. Like, here's today's expiration from yesterday. Just look at that gamma build up above us all fucking day. And then today, I mean, it's still there, but we've got more positioning coming below us as well. Right now, I'm keeping an eye on 65.85 to the upside for a potential short if they get there. We start seeing here after the open some of the negative gamma on 6575 SPX starting to trail toward the right, toward the positive side. So that negative positioning is falling off a little bit. We'll see if that we'll see if this acts as any kind of resistance or they just accelerate up to these higher positive gamma. But as always, will have my eyes open for shorts. That's just how my brain works. It is what it is. I did long once yesterday. The Unusual Whales Discord, when I was doing that, was incredulous. Miracles do happen. Well, like I said at the top of the show, all my profits yesterday were shorting the up. Just how my brain works.
And we do have data at 8:45 and then 9
Of course
as
we
well. So and we might be kind of a little choppy before.
do. Give us a little
that.
wiggle. Yeah, we're just kind of chopping around here at the intraday highs. We're still literally 110 points away from the pre-market highs.
It'll be interesting to see what goes on today, because I know Trump is supposed to be addressing the nation tonight at 9 Eastern.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So that's gonna
about
be
about the war. I wonder if he's gonna be like,
Yep.
"War's over," and then tomorrow I'll be like, "Gotcha."
Yeah,
April Fools.
I keep Tucker. That's today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's an idiot.
Something-
It doesn't
Alright.
matter. It's today.
Alright.
Tucker, just stop.
No, that one was on you. The joke was today. The reveal was tomorrow.
Yeah, whatever you guys say, just bully me.
We just moon back up to like 7,000 SPX and then knife because he says April Fool. Crazy. I'll be watching. I'll probably be watching the market when that happens because the overnight session will be live on futures. But I don't know what to expect anymore. Everything's just headline risk, and as an intraday scalper, the volatility is like good for that, but like at what cost type of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's yeah. I'm probably not gonna trade today.
I am.
I'm annoyed. Well, I don't know. I might take some Periscope scalps. We'll see. We'll see how it sets up.
I just shorted this pop with about a 10-point stop. My target is 24,103 on NQ, and my stop is literally this current high. Because like I said, I'm worried about acceleration to those higher strikes. Right now, I'm just trying to catch a short for a little pullback here. Just a little pullback. I would like it to test this resistance here at about 100 evens, 104s, and my stop stays there. I'll let you know. A little Periscope, a little price action. Right now, the trajectory is still upside for me, but I just wanted to catch a pullback here. It looks like the 12 points that I didn't take profit on might have been the only pullback, but that's all right. I'll take a $40 hit.
Have to see. I don't know. You got lost a little of that 66.75 and 75 or 70.
And again, this isn't a swing for the fences. This is a really tight stop. I just want to pull back for a couple points. Doesn't look like I get it here.
Man, that is a lot of.
Yeah, the positioning,
there,
dude, all day yesterday. Just every gamma update of market maker positioning, every single one saw us drifting a little higher with almost break-even prices drifting higher too. So we kind of got the price pin into close yesterday that I think a lot expected. They did stop me out of that, is what it is. We'll be back once I see a new setup. I mean, right now, buyers got the juice.
Wait till that data comes in, like, and that was yesterday too, because I saw Periscope in the morning. I'm like, this looks super good, but we had jolts at 9, and I'm like, I don't like trading during data releases. Like, you get those big candles, and it just I try not to trade, but you know, obviously I missed out on some call action, but hey, I made it up on some BAC calls, and there were some interesting. I'll go back to yesterday. Let me go back here.
You won't.
There were some Avgo calls, and again, I sold a little too early on them, but they. Where the heck were they? I think they came after the really. No, not those ones. Okay. We'll do a searchy poo. I suppose we have a search bar for a reason. Yeah, the 41310 calls yesterday. I snagged them in there about that 108-ish area. I sold them at like 125. Don't look today. Don't look today. I'm just like, oh.
Don't look at it.
Yeah, just
the ones that get away somehow hurt more than losses sometimes.
I would rather have a lot, like with my spy.
Such
like
a weird that the very notion of FOMO is, even when you're not even in the trade, even if you had an amazing trade beforehand, for some reason psychologically the missing out thing stings more than losing sometimes.
I want to see what those ONDSs are doing, because I was in those and I ended up cutting those on Monday as well. Where are my ONDSs?
I still stand by that spy call you were in yesterday. Cutting it was the move. But you didn't expect the news headlines to send us that high. Even though game of positioning was building up there, we went higher than I expected off of a little bit.
Well, I probably would have been green on these. I got these actually at a discount, and I did 9.5 call there at the time. And hey, well, these are almost making a little trail back. Yeah, that's. Oh, yeah. Okay, I need to stop looking at my feed. Oh, hey, we were actually gonna talk about.
Oh, you had a TSM one.
the intel from Monday's show when we were talking about the open
Right.
interest there.
And
So that 31,000
yeah,
on Monday,
exactly what we said
no
would
change.
happen, baby.
Yep.
So what this means, real quick, if you want to just keep that, yes, perfect. So our speculation was entry way back there in January, exit on Monday instead of a new ad. And what we projected was of that 31,000 volume, either all of it would come off of open interest or there would be little to no change whatsoever. We have little to no change. So what that means is this position closed. It's gone. Only one person could have traded that many contracts like that, and it was that guy. What it means that the open interest barely changed is that somebody else now holds those contracts. So one position exited while a new position opened. So the contracts didn't close and open interest stayed the same, but this initial position is closed. This person is out. And we also speculated homie shorted back then. It does look like it's mostly at ask. This is a really good testament that at ask, near ask doesn't necessarily mean bought. And we had some wonky spread shit going on as well. And if you look at the beginning of the fills, we had a sneaky couple of bid side in there. It would be odd to me for someone.
Yeah, you see that IVD.
Yeah, it'd be odd to me for someone to be down 100% and then sell the contracts. It makes more sense that they're up 100% and they're pocketing all of that premium they received selling these contracts, because this closed at like 2 cents.
And look what they're trading at now.
At that point, if it were like a big fund or a really rich person, they're just going to write off that loss. You know what I mean? This was a short that closed for profit, in my humble opinion. And profit they did get.
See, now if I'm Mr. Furu
Oh, the pullback I wanted happened. Well, dude, this happened on Monday too. I was talking about fucking Intel and missed my short.
If I was Mr. Furu here and I called out that contract on Monday, ooh, look at all that interesting flow. Look, they're up 400% or 300% right now. Like, I gotta start pulling up to whale watching the $1. I gotta start pulling up to whale watching the Ferrari, man.
All right, everybody trickling in now per usual. Feel free to drop flow and ticker requests. We will be scalping futures per usually. Dude, holy shit. I know words. We'll be scalping per usual. We'll be scalping futures per usual using gamma exposure on the Unusual Whales Periscope as my setups present themselves. But hey, if you got flow to look at, let's look at some flow. Anthony said he's not trading, but let's see if we can tempt him with some spicy flow.
Oh, of course.
Hit us with those requests,
I
guys.
always say it, but you know what happens.
Hit us with those requests. Hit us with those Tucker roasts. Hit us with those Anthony roasts. Just don't touch me, because I'm just a girl.
You're just a baby.
Just a little guy. Baby. Oh, dude, that short is printing right now. I'm so butthurt. This is the exact same thing that happened on Monday. We were talking about that exact same Intel contract. The same one. The same context. And both times, I missed my short off the top. All right, let's see where they take this little bounce off the back tap. Spice. We're currently 0 for 1 on scalps. I did try to top tick earlier, got stopped out for about 10 points. It is what it is. But, dude, this short is printing. God damn it. Intel is now on my shit list. Every time I talk... Look at this shit. Every time I talk about Intel. Every time. And it's already at target. It's literally the same target we had on that quick top tick I tried to take this morning, right out of the gate. We're right on top of it. Oh, and man. Oh. Well, back to waiting. Hit us with those flow requests, guys. Give us some shit to talk about.
Kind of quiet.
Somebody did ask for circle flows.
Circle? We can look up circle. Circle.
Oh, dude, we are just chugging dicks now. I am butthurt. We're almost that low of a day.
Circle. Oh, we did have a big spike in net call premium yesterday. I wonder what.
I mean, look at also the underlying price as well. I would speculate we had a little bit of momentum. It was off the bottom both times. Now, not necessarily a damning thing. Dude, come on. Can you bounce, please? Let me in. I was right, but talking about Intel.
Was that?
We're down 115 points from the entry.
You missed that.
Oh, Tucker,
Let's
why'd you
see.
do that?
Yeah, it was me. Sorry, my bad. My bad.
Bastard.
I'm not seeing the call.
Dude, if they get all the way
on-
down to that 65-45 we
Oh,
talked
here we
about
go.
at open without me, swear to God. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to complain about it.
Just yell at Tucker. It's his fault. It's always Tucker's fault.
Yeah, my bad.
Always Tucker's fault.
See, yeah, but at least I take responsibility. I say,
That's
hey,
true.
My bad. My bad.
That's true. Give me a really spicy relief bounce for a safe entry to catch a little bit of. I don't need to catch it all. Just let me have some fucking shekels. Bounce higher than that. Yeah, go bounce. Oh, circle. That's right. Peep the highest OI table. Maybe that'll give you a little spice as to what was.
Yeah,
open
there really ain't
yesterday.
nothing in that
The
one right now.
120s with the bid ask. Oh, that's today's bid ask though. What are those
think-
120s?
Let's do it through this. I like using this. Let's see. So it looks
Yeah,
like
it looks
that
dope too,
fortune.
doesn't it?
Yep.
With the gates
Yep.
above. It does look
So,
cool.
oh, big ugly no sider.
See if she's a cross or a mid. No, mid would be blue. It's probably a
I
cross
bet you
trade.
it's a cross. A little cross tradey
It
trade.
is not a cross trade.
Nope, it's a none. It's a none.
Oh,
It's a
late
junk.
reported. Late reported. That's why. That's
Absolute
also why it
junk.
doesn't have the bid ask, because it was reported late, so there's no guarantee on what the NBBO was at the time of film. You'll see those every now and again. Not much you can do about that. It's just what the exchange kicks to us.
Yeah,
I'm not
nothing
loving
on
that. I'm not loving that. That's some
Let's-
ugly ass flow.
Let's
I mean,
try
the 105s
this
maybe, yeah.
guy.
Dude, holy fuck.
Possibly this one? 7 million? Oh yeah, that's a big one. That's a big guy right there. This one yesterday was only 2% of the total premium. Well, I will take that. I digress.
Shit.
Let's go back to yesterday. Uh-oh, what'd you do now? Do I even want to look?
I am upset.
Is my Periscope frozen?
I'm going to show you
I
real
think
quick where my order to short was placed and where they got.
Oh, yeah, it froze.
Oh, on.
I was
This is
looking
just
at
bullying at this point.
I was looking at your chart. I'm like, why the hell is my Periscope? I think my Periscope's being a little glitchy for me. That price isn't really updating there.
Oh,
Check yours.
mine looks fine.
Well, just
Well,
me,
I'm
I
gonna
guess.
leave my order there, and my stop's gonna have to be way up there now. But damn it, yo,
Yeah,
that's
I'm not
literally 125.50
Oh, you know?
was my entry. They got within. He select. Literally 2 points. What is it? What is it?
Anthony,
People say
can you
don't
turn
be
off the
don't be
TV
a
in your
dick
background,
for a
bro?
tick. I should have just clicked the market in button. Is that what we're... Damn.
Can you mind your
alright.
business, Tucker?
I'm hearing bullshit in the background, though, bro.
What's your name? We'll write it on the wall.
Yeah, I think I'm having issues with my Periscope.
Yeah, yours doesn't seem to be updating. Let me pop mine back open.
Yeah, unless I give
Yeah,
her a
mine's
little refresh.
updating.
No, oh, now it's updating. Okay, well, I guess I had to refresh it like 3
Weird.
times when you were watching.
Weird.
So Circle, yeah, this one, 1225 yesterday. Yeah, this was a kind of
Fine.
bigger
This
whale.
is gonna be like an 80-point loss if I'm wrong, but I just gotta mark it into that. I think we're gonna hit a new low here shortly. I'm already in profit, which is good, but my stop is nowhere near as tight as I usually trade my stops. But we'll see what happens. We're chilling.
These circle calls look kind of short to
All
me.
right, here we
IVs decreasing, bids decreasing. Yeah, that spot price is decreasing that entire time.
Such a
Bids
pricey
decreasing.
contract. All right, we're trucking
Yeah.
here. Let me see if we can turn this current range into resistance again. Give me some spice. I would love for it to go way down to the bottom of my... That'd be dope. We're in profit today. We've already wiped out our first loss. Sitting in profit now. I would really love for this to chug down. And I'm going to just trail my stop to the 1 minute. I like to keep my stops really tight, right or wrong. I'll take like 4 or 5 paper cut losses to hit a big one. So don't shadow trade. There's also a delay, up to 10 seconds or more between when I say something and you hear it on the stream feed. Another reason not to copy trade. Because I might be in and out for a loss or a win before you even hear me enter it.
Yeah, that delay's not.
All right, I'm gonna put on some spice here, baby. Let's see. I did well enough yesterday. The risk to reward is here. I'm doing my good old-fashioned add to the position in the direction I want it to go, and trailing my stop on the 1 minute still. If they stop me out, I'll just get back in. That's my mentality with scalping like this. It works for me. Let's see if they can give me the spice. I will trim one near that pre-market low. By one, I mean two, half the position. And we'll see if they just stop me out right here, because this is kind of a bouncy pattern. I can't have this go back above the prior 1 minute candle, or I'm just going to have to be looking for a re-entry a little bit higher. But I'll keep y'all posted. If you got flow requests, ticker requests, anything, baby, drop that shit in chat. We'll break it down for you.
Yeah, I'm not
I just
seeing
sit
much
here managing a trade that may or may not happen.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much on Circle for the person asking there.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wait, no, actually, I'm confused here. How did your camera get fucked up again? Oh, it zoomed in more again.
Because Tucker did something, probably.
Tucker,
Just
you
blame
bastard.
Tucker.
Yeah, my
Just
bad.
blame Tucker.
All right, I'm not loving that bounce, but we're still staying in the pattern. I'm going to keep my stop where it's at. Okay, good. I'm glad I did. Here we go. Give me spice. They can bounce probably like 20 points higher than my stop and still stay in the pattern, so I'm just going to let that stop me out and get back in.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much for Circle there. Just whole lot of nothing right now, I'd say. Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot of flow for Circle yesterday. A lot of it's just kind of what's going on here type stuff.
Just not the best looking flow. A lot of flow, but not good flow.
Are you going to stop me out or what? It stopped out half my position. There we go. Now we're stopped out. Bunch of bullying going on.
Okay, I'm updating. Good. Okay. I was like, why am I not updating again?
Fucking broke
I had Xfinity. I was having internet issues yesterday. There was something in the neighborhood that went down, and I was like, cool. Better not be happening.
Service providers sucking ass in the United States. I'm shocked.
What?
I know. That's crazy. This is a nice bounce. I'm going to have to let this... I want to see how high this goes before I take another stab at that. Looks like 20 points is all they were going to give me earlier. Should have just taken profit, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm watching that 65, 85 there. I'm itching to get in a trade, man.
I would rather they reject this negative gamma zone, though, if I'm looking for shorts. I don't want them to pump way up there. If they do, I'll probably have a short waiting for it, but I don't want them to. As someone looking for shorts here. 1 for 3, man. This is the opposite of Monday.
my market tie's not updating either. What the hell is going on? There we go.
Weird.
There we go.
Yeah, all my shit is
I think it was
clean
me.
This morning.
It must have been me.
Silly son of a bitch.
Crappy internet, man.
Alright, there we go. I'm in. It's just a small position, though. And I'm already almost at profit. If we knife a little lower here, bounce up and reject my area of entry, I'll probably add to this again. Otherwise, I'll just let this stop out or ride. My stop's really tight. Won't hurt much. We're vibing. Same setup as before, just a different location. We can still bounce a good 30 points and still be in this pattern. So I'm keeping those stops tight. What'd you
Big old flip-a-roo down there at 65.20 and that positive gamma up on top.
That 65.25 is building
looks like a
crazy.
spready, little spread ski
rather,
possibly.
All right.
Yeah, that positive gamma up top dropped a lot there, man.
It did. That's
we do have one request from the Portalero group coming on from the Twitter chat, who asks, "Can you take a look at CRWV?"
4-weave, baby. You want to take that,
can.
Anthony? I'm going to be looking for a short entry here in like 2 seconds, unless I miss it.
Let me know, because I'm looking for a short there, too.
Could you sit a little to your right?
You want me to sit up and actually be a man? Okay.
You don't have to, like, get close to the camera, just, like, to the right, because something happened.
Stop being lazy.
Ah, fuck it. We had your camera fixed for like 10 seconds on the show, and now it's just...
Eh,
Whatever, it's fine. You're
hey,
gorgeous.
you have Monday, another
Gorgeous.
day, another day. No, thanks. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Making me blush.
I like how I finally got our recording working, and I've only won 1 scalp to go for it. All right, here's my spot. Oh, I don't like how long that stop is, but you got to do what you got to do. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll shut the hell up. What's up, Core
sorry, I
Weave?
was looking at
There's no
Periscope
such thing as a
there.
100% win rate, Nick. So I think it'll be fine.
Yeah, the sure as shit as one is 20%, though, because that's where we're sitting this morning.
Man, I was thinking about getting that scalp there, too. Dang. Okay. All right. I'm going to hop in the next Periscope one, too. All right, Core Weave here. Yeah, big spike in call premium yesterday. Let's just take a peek. Probably multiple names. Yeah, looks like that 75 call, 80 call, probably your main contributors, as well as the 4276. Let's just kind of take a little peeky. Yeah, a lot of that ask side yesterday. So let's pop this back to Tuesday. Man, my days are all messed up. I hate these short weeks.
Yeah, my days have just kind of run together since COVID, if I'm being honest. But every day's kind of the same.
Yeah, it's just another day. Jeez, yeah. A lot of these Core Weave calls from yesterday already.
There we
printed,
go. We're getting some of our
with
losses back on this one, baby. Oh, there we go. I'm already at first target, trimmed. I would love this to just... Here's where we're sitting currently, friends. So, you know, I'm not talking out my ass. I don't want this 1 minute to print a bottom wick, or I'm just going to flatten that regardless of the P&L, because they'll just back test that whole range again.
Yeah.
All right, about that Core Weave.
Today for Core Weave, yeah, I'm not really seeing anything super interesting yet. A lot of split bid-ask contracts coming in here. Take a little deeper dive and take a peek, though.
There's that bounce I expected, and I'm out. Nice little scalpy poo there.
Dang, the one that I missed, I was...
And I'm back in. Stop is way tighter this time.
These 41077
if they get this one, it won't matter.
Calls,
we're back in profit on the day.
These 41077 calls are kind of interesting here. 200 contracts. A lot of open interest kind of already on that 800 contract. So let's just kind of take... Oh, yeah. Yeah.
All 800 of them in one spot there.
Yeah, so this would be probably a no for me unless I can confirm that open interest there, because it looks like, what was that, the 13th? Most all that carried over. I don't see any big open interest changes. Maybe some capital preservation here on the 30th and 31st, because you get that volume, but no big open interest changes, and then possibly the rest today. Who knows? Who knows? But yeah.
Chuck Geyer 4006 asks, can you guys explain your methodology and how you use gamma?
Yeah. I'll do a very super quick primer because I'm still sitting in this short. Tucker, if you can find the 7-minute long Periscope video on the YouTube channel, that would be dope. But real quick, the general premise of it is, let me go back a time frame because the colors and I'll full screen. See. General premise is positive gamma, the big green bars, tend to act a little bit as magnets, support resistance, with the orange, and stopped out. With the the red representing potential acceleration in that direction. I kind of use them as targets and resistance a little bit as well. The premise is market makers will buy into the upside move throughout negative gamma zones, sell into the downside move throughout negative gamma zones. And when we have, when we have a big wide gap like this of negative gamma between two positive gamma bars, the bigger ones tend to have price gravitate toward them more. We are built. Nope, that's last time frame. Never mind. Ignore what I was about to say. But that's literally the general premise. I short/long at major gamma positioning, positive gamma positioning, with targets at the next positive gamma positioning. Or if there's a really big negative gamma bar, I'll target that. Trim most of my position at it in case it acts as resistance, but keep some of the position on for that chance of acceleration in the direction of price. I combine that with general price action because I'm not trading the S&P, even though this is based on the S&P. I'm trading the NASDAQ on micro contracts. So there's a little bit extra steps to it. If you trade like ES futures or if you're trading SPX options, it's a little bit easier to gauge. You don't have to price action it quite as much because you just kind of pay attention to these inflection points. But that's the general premise of it. The video Tucker's going to send breaks it down a lot better, gives more of the mechanics to it, what these positionings actually mean. I'm not much someone who can take the car apart. I just like to drive it. I am not a big brain freaks person by any means. But that's the general easy squeezy of it. Yeah, it sounds that simple, and it kind of is. And no, you're not going to be right all this. I mean, I've, 2 for 5 this morning? Like, shit.
40% win rate. I mean,
that's literally
not horrible for scalping.
What I usually have. I take really tight stops, man. I'll lose a bunch really small to win big. Keep losses small, go for those bigger wins. Always going for home runs will hurt you, though. Your mileage may vary.
I did find these interesting puts. These look short on AMD here. 28% out of the money.
Hit it.
5.8 150 put here. Just kind of looking at that when that comes in. Your IV's decreasing. It's a repeated hits descending fill. Get a little pop there. I mean, it's not entirely at the bid, but you can just see how that price is kind of going towards the bid there more. I mean, little spike there on one contract. Not a huge issue. Again, kid drops down again there on the size. Little spike on one contract. Drops again. And that, I mean, I'm just looking at that IV. It's just kind of all over the place, and it's dropping there. I look at these as short there, especially with the bigger size there. You're seeing the kind of the decreases in there. Plus, these are 28% out of the money. The odds of an AMD dropping 28% in 37 days, obviously anything can happen, but probably unlikely.
I got a buddy who would be very upset if that happened.
Yeah. Well, they'll be happy as long as these expire above 150. They are fine. I mean, it's, again, anything can happen, but more likely than not, these will probably expire out of the money. Especially, I'm just kind of looking at the previous call. Yeah, you're not really seeing that much put activity on AMD now anyways.
6530 Gamma built up hugely that last update.
Did we? All right, I gotta take a peek.
I'm gonna keep taking my paper cuts on these entries at my entry levels, and we get my move, I will add into it sizably.
Man, I almost want to just grab like a 2-day output here and just kind of target
time would be your friend, I'd say, because we still have pretty wide 1 minute candle.
How's our tide looking? Call premiums are ticking up kind of on tide though. All call
I think it's kind of moving with the market here. We're pumping a little bit. I just tried the top ticket and took another $20 hit there. But just waiting now. We are entering that negative gamma zone. We don't have a ton up above, so I'm just looking for a really clean rejection now. Try to scalp short. I don't get it, that's okay.
Man, I'd like that 65.85. I'm looking at tomorrow tomorrow's expirations there.
Yeah, 6600 exploded as well.
Yeah.
For today's expiration and for all expirations. Yeah, we might buyers might be getting some juice off of that dip test of the 65.58. We'll see what they do. I would love for them to give me another chance at that short I missed this morning because of fucking Intel.
Favorite name. Yeah, there's not much above, man. I mean, I'm just looking at the 0 DTE though. I mean, man, give me a little run to 65.85 again.
Yours is acting weird. Go ahead and refresh your page again.
Is it
on the last time frame? There we go.
Oh, now it updated again.
Yep.
Weird.
I don't know what's going on with that. Mine's fine. Somehow you broke.
I see what you mean now about 6600.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not gonna say anything. I'll just kind of wait for him to talk about it a little bit, and and then you did have that negative flip there. So they are short calls. They're at that 6610. It looks like, but then they're long at that 6600. Yeah, maybe if we got a little pop up there, I mean, I'd be patient on this one. I mean, that's a big range there. I mean, 6530 up to that. Yeah, man.
It feels like every time we're live and we say that range is big, but here's this position, it goes and gets that position. when we're off air, and I'm just like, well, fucking all right then.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just looking at those premiums too. I mean, out of the money call premiums are kind of ticking up there a little bit. Yeah, maybe I'll change my attitude here and possibly, man, there's just no positive gamma to really
we're still
get a
in
good
that
support.
wide negative zone as well. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting. If price action gives me something super clean, I'll hop in. But right now we're kind of stair stepping up from that low set. And mind you, it was not a new low on the NQ, so they failed to make a new low. Let's see if they can make a new high.
Yeah, it might be like that Monday when it was just choppy for two. I mean, that was a range like most of the show there.
Yeah.
Man, if we get up to that, barring any obviously big updates here, I'm looking at 65.85 maybe for a possible short back near high of day.
That 6600 building up has me interested as well.
Yeah.
Right now we're at a bit of a reject point on my NQ chart. I took a really small short there, and I'm pretty much already out. See profit, take profit if you're shorting right now. They're stair stepping this. Honestly, short's probably not the move quite yet. Firm reversal off of that most recent high, but we're chilling.
Pretty much no move right now.
Yeah, there's
pretty much
not a lot. We're
Nike
chopping
calls
right here
came
at this
in. They
little
just
range,
had
under a range.
Oof, Nike is down big yesterday after earnings. Oof, down 13%. What was that implied move on Nike? Nike's implied move was 6.98%. Oof.
What's got paid there?
Yes,
they
they
blew
did.
that out of the water.
Yes, they did. I wonder if Jay-Z did anything for Nike.
I think we'd be hearing about it.
Probably. Dang, 13% though. And that flow, I was gonna say that flow might be kind of interesting on there, but it's not really anything. It's big mix of ask and bid. We'll take a peek at it though.
If they get up all the way to that 6600 with nothing else changing, now mind you, we're building a little bit at 6632 here on SPX. We've got some build up above that big positive gamma at 6600. 6610 flipped pretty negative as well. So if they can conquer 6600 way the fuck up there, we can see some acceleration towards 6630 through that negative gamma zone.
But 6610 looks like it's some short calls there though. So that's kind of where I'm looking for and right.
Yeah, that would indicate, the reason that would indicate acceleration is because they have to buy to offset losses of the short calls. That's kind of the premise there. That's how you get that acceleration and the direction price is moving. But right now we're still just chopping in between this negative gamma zone. If you're a range trader, we're in one.
Yeah,
now. I am a little butthurt. I only took 10 points on that short, and we are now 40 points down, but that's okay. See profit, take profit when we're unsure about direction. We're literally diddling in the middle right now. We have heavy gamma below, heavy gamma above, not really anything in between. Kind of a chop.
Yeah, I mean your two big levels are 6600 and 6530. Other than that, yeah, just you're just chopping in that negative gamma, man. Just move, do something. Come on, man. Flow wise, yeah, and my flow hasn't been. Ooh, BA 1 day out calls coming in here. Oh, these are already running here a little bit. 46 looks like they're trading at 59. I probably wouldn't chase that. BA is just on a tear, it looks like today. How's this flow look though? IV spikes when it comes in. Spots filling the ask. Yeah, these look good. To me, obviously a little late now. 46 up at 59. Yeah, I would not trade or chase that. Tesla put in, not the best fill. Intel puts, hey, maybe a little payback for you. Ooh, this these could be short. They're 4% out of the money.
Dude, even with these paper cut losses I've taken, I would be up so nice if I didn't miss that short talking about fucking so stupid.
See these. Yeah, these look like short puts here. IV drops when they come in. Spot is filling up the ask, but IV drops. Let's just kind of look. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything interesting on that one, and you do have some more flow a couple minutes later there. roughly the same size there. I would say these are short puts, and that would make some sense to me. Intel's up 8% on the day there, and Buddy there, if he was short, he opened them at 56, and they're trading at 35. So that would looks like if they're good short puts there, probably very, very happy on something like that. Marvell puts here. 23 days. Yeah, everything is just chugging along, man. Everything is just chugging along. 13% out of the money, 23 days. These bad boys look.
All right, I'm gonna
Another one
be
that
hands
looks
off on
short.
scalps until I see if they can take out that high of.
Yeah, these look short as well too. Yeah, spots dropping a little bit in there. Ivy is dropping, yeah. 13% out of the money, 23 days, yeah. Just, I mean, that thing is just chugging along there. Everything is just kind of chugging. More Intel puts coming in here.
Do it.
417, 47, 5
Punish
puts.
them.
This
Punish
one
them for
a
making
little
me
more
miss that
interesting.
trade.
They're right at the money, so it's a little more interesting. Spike in that net put premium here. Looks like this is the reason for that. It's 3% of the total premium on the day. Let's take a peek at these bad boys. So we get an IV spike when they come in here. Spot is filling at the ask. Let's just follow this up. So look at that. Oh, IV actually drops here now. And then it increases again towards the end there. That's just something where when I see that IV, I like to see that context, the full context. Like, hey, where'd Tucker go?
I don't know.
Did Tucker leave?
Still in the Discord.
Oh, interesting. I was gonna say I saw him drop off Riverside. I'm like, why do I
Yeah, he's
only
not
see
in
two names
Riverside,
there?
huh?
Oh,
Oh,
there
he
he
back.
is. There he is.
We found him.
But I hit the close button on my Chrome tab.
Oh,
That
good job.
That was not
Good
intentional.
Good job. Good job.
This guy.
Yep. Yeah, Tucker. No wonder why you're getting fired, man.
Yeah.
The
Performance reviews coming up soon. Yeah.
I'm cooked.
Yeah, these I'm not getting the best kind of feeling on. It's unlike the spy calls that we looked at where it was more textbooky here. That Ivy kind of bouncing around in there. Just something to be kind of cautious about there. It's interesting because it is right at the money, and it's up 7%, 7.5% on the day. Could see a small pullback. I don't know. I'm more if the flow's not exactly how I like it, I'm not gonna touch it. But this is something that could be interesting. I'm gonna actually take a little snippy poo of this.
I'm also going to drop you a link. Somebody seems to be chasing WDC.
Yeah, I'll take a quick look at your little linky poo here. Give me one second.
Ooh, piece of candy. That's a nice drop. I kind of suspect they're going to stair step. I am waiting.
WDC. Ooh, these are interesting. Let's see. So 90907, then 11, then 14. So this is all within about a 35-second time frame between everything. Again, do we know if it's the same person? No, but just like logically, this chain had only 94 open interest contracts on it. It's probably related. Again, this is just something that you
I would
get
lean
with
towards
screen
same
time.
homie, yeah.
Yeah. Just can't be 100% definite on it. Just I mean, but just reading flow for so long, you look at that, you're like, okay, it's like a 35-second time span there. Open interest only had 94 contracts. It's very likely, very highly likely it's related. So let's just kind of look at it in total here. So yeah. So that fill is kind of all over the place there. It's a very wide bid-ask spread. Look at that bid-ask spread.
Yeah, it's nasty wide.
Yeah. And look, I mean, they're filling at the ask there, and I mean, that bid is 360
Even when
there.
it was tighter, still an ask fill.
Yeah, that's... I'd probably lean buy to open on those. I mean, your IV's increasing that entire time there. it looks good. I just don't like that bid ask spread on it. I mean, because if you fill at 590 and we drop 40 cents, 50 cents, I mean that's gonna really
Mm-hmm.
impact your position, and you're already up almost
It's one of
9.5% on the
those really
day.
low liquidity contracts. But the reason I lean a little bit toward Chase is just because of the the momentum
The
that it
momentum,
has
yeah.
today. Now that said, it's far enough out of the money that if they're trying to short the rip, it's not a crazy strike. It expires next week. Uh
Yeah, and look
and
how
it's
strong
quite
that
out of the
theta
money.
is on those.
Yep.
That theta is very strong on those compared to that delta. My guess is it's probably they're probably buying them to open and they're chasing that momentum. I mean, if I had to guess, that's what I'd say. 9% out of the money could be short. I mean, you don't know, but more than likely they're chasing that momentum. That's what I'd lean with on that one.
I would love for the markets to pick a damn direction so I can trade my pitches.
We
It
still
it it did
haven't.
exactly what I said it was gonna. It instantly bounced every single sell off. I'm bad at longing, but I would really like them to sweep out the high of day, and give me a really firm rejection. This that would be
Yeah,
ideal.
we are just
But I mean,
sitting in.
we're setup's the same. We've got gamma below, gamma above. We're in the middle of a wide negative gamma range. When you get stuck in a range like this, it's a bit 50-50. The other context we have is call premiums are juicing in the markets, so I'm still leaning upside until positioning tells me other. Or we get a
You
Trump
do
tweet yeet.
you do have some 0 DTE SPX calls kind of hitting that flow alerts feed or the
Yeah.
interval feed there as well too. Just kind of
I need to set up
yeah, it's
my own momentum interval flow feed. I know
yeah,
Wants in
mine's
the Unusual
very
Whales Periscope channel. He has one that's pretty cool. I need to go find it so I can put it on because it's pretty neat to see the momentum. But I gotta
yeah,
finagle with that and set something up
yeah,
myself as well.
mine's very very open and basic there. I mean, I'm mostly looking at Periscope there and then just kind of looking for some confirmation if I see some 0 DTE SPX calls coming in and looking at a possible support spot. Maybe I want to, I like with that, I'm not gonna sit there and try to look for an opening trade like, oh, is this 65-70 perfect and all that? Like, probably not. There's gonna be a lot of or a lot of volume on those 0 DTEs, but it's just a little kind of guide just to kind of see what's going on in that SPXW feed there. But Periscope's that main tool where I'm looking at those
Yeah.
gamma levels more so.
6600 got a little bit bigger again. But it's 6585 and that 6630 I mentioned earlier. Dude, if they chug way up there, I'm gonna be a little annoyed. There was only
That
one really
65
good short today, and I missed it because I was talking about fucking Intel.
that 6530 did drop a little bit as
You
well.
know what? I'm switching my i7 to an AMD Ryzen. I'm pissed now. Screw you, Intel. You suck!
Yeah, there's not much coming in for flow, man. Not much. How about those Google? Oh, very long dated Google calls. Very long dated. 22% out of the money.
I
400
can't even in
days.
good conscience long this without like a 40-point pullback in NASDAQ. We're just sitting here. We're diddling in the middle. A lot of trading is waiting, and that's what we're doing right now. We went like 2 for 6 on the open and missed the only good one that presented. So we're just sitting and waiting until they get the hell out of this middle range and show me the money. 'Cause right now there's nothing to it unless you're someone who's like really quick on the trigger, scalping 10 to 20 points on the Nasdaq. This is a hands-off location for me. I still think we're setting up higher for the short term.
You did have an
But
orange
like
flip there at 35.
if you were to long right now based on that premise, we are right up against the intraday high here. We're 30 points away from it. We've gotten as close as 10 points away from it. If you were to long here, technically your stop would be way the fuck down here. And let me tell you, 110 points on the Nasdaq is going to make you cry if it's to the direction you don't want. Even if you're right, that drawdown is not worth the potential upside here. So we're literally in the middle of that opening range. We haven't even tested the extremes of the pre-market overnight range. We're in the middle. Anything here is guessing direction. And to make matters worse, that gamma positioning, once again, we're diddling in the middle. A long range of negative gamma that could accelerate in either direction at any time. Positive gamma below, positive gamma above. We did have a nice little flip here at 55.35 as well, but 55.25 is falling off, which leads me to believe they're starting to raise that position higher, which is not good for somebody looking for shorts. You want to see these falling off and these building below, and we're not. We're just stuck in this range, indecision for like 55.85 to 55, what, 50? Yeah.
Your market tide's starting to separate a little bit too to the upside.
Yeah,
Your
we've
all
got a
call
lot
premiums
of
out of the
juice call
money.
premiums.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's popping. I kind of want to grab some, but I don't have any flow to go. I like to.
If
Well,
I
if
get a
I'm
dip
trading,
down into the low 30s, high 20s on the
like,
NASDAQ, I might try a long, but I'm going to keep that stop real tight, man. Like I said, we could just as easily accelerate to the downside through this negative. So it's kind of a testy spot. This is where you'll get chopped up. Everything, like even right here on the way up, it looks like it's going to break out. Nope. Break out. Nope. And each one, like even this here earlier, about 20 minutes ago. What time is it? About 25 minutes ago. That looked like it was going to accelerate. This is that short we got stopped out of earlier. It looked like it was going to accelerate. Did not. Just chopping in the middle in this negative gamma zone. Nothing to it yet. I got to wait. Maybe if we wick the high of day, I can get a quick pullback short. But for the most part, I'm just sitting and waiting until they break one of these ranges.
Nasty little candle there for a second.
Yeah, NASDAQ gives you some wiggle. That was why I was like, if you're very quick with the trigger for 15 to 20 points on the NASDAQ, you can maybe scalp the stair step. But we're in the middle. Like it can just knife 100 points again. It can moon 100 points at any time. We're right in the middle of a range of acceleration. It can go either way.
Your SPY holdings are absolutely ripping there. Nothing on SPY though, but man, that market tide is just
full tide is popping. People are buying calls.
Well, it looks like it's mostly SanDisk and Micron there kind of contributing.
Yeah, this is also a really useful tool too. Like you can see exactly which tickers are contributing the most to these net premiums. It's really useful because sometimes you'll have like a crazy net call premium day and people are getting pissed off that the market's falling despite it saying that. And then you'll look over here and see like Nvidia has like $300 million in call premium. It's like, yeah. So there is some things that can skew it there. So the top net impact chart's really useful for that.
Yeah, so like
we're at net call right premium now, of 84 million, and
SanDisk is 56 million of that. Of that. And then MU is your other 31% or 31 million. 31%.
And then you have all the detractors down here taking away from it. But nonetheless, we are very much angled upward, and you can see plenty of Mag 7 names in that top net impact chart, showing that they are also on an upward trajectory. So we're just waiting. We're getting really close to NASDAQ's intraday high. Nowhere near pre-market highs.
Like one thing I like to think about too is like when it's one or two of those names on the market tide, I just kind of try to visualize what this would look like without those in there. So like if SanDisk and MU were removed from here, you'd be pretty flat on your call premiums overall. But like, let's just see if I can fit like yesterday's.
Look at up again.
Like look at yesterday's top net impact. Like you're getting a lot of breadth in here versus like today where it's just two names essentially holding it up. This was a stronger day yesterday, and then let's see if I can find a red one. Monday wasn't too like Thursday. Like it's you can see those
Monday
names
was a downtrend, wasn't it?
Yeah, Monday was a down.
They were buying the shit out of SPY.
Yep. Yeah, and that's what I think. That's one thing I touched on too as well. Look at the last 14 or so. Oh, not 14. Yeah, or 30. Sorry, 14 days of SPY premiums. There was some put outflow here, and we're still kind of going down.
Massacred on them. If they're selling puts and buying calls when we're knifing like. I mean, we're not even back to the baseline of those huge call premium spikes.
Nope.
And also, look at this back on the 19th. Look at all that call premium into close as we dropped. And then the next day we just dropped more.
Yep.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Those
I
folks
like
didn't
you.
have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, even the last 30 days, like obviously Iran stuff started here at the beginning of February there. I almost said March there. My months are all messed up now, but yeah, that's I mean, they were I mean, some bunch of ask side calls kind of coming in here. Like if I'm looking at this though, like and I, believe this is truly bullish in here, find a good support spot and you're at least seeing that. And I mean, surprisingly though, like when we're dipping though, I mean, a lot of bid side puts there. So it's just kind of something to be aware of. I like looking at those longer time frames because like you look at a single day one like spy here, you're like, oh, it's very, very bid side. But then, zoom out a little bit. It's compare it to the other days. Compare it to the other days. See how strong that move was, so on. Let's go back to the market tide here. Yeah, that thing is just, I mean, continuing to rip. Tesla kind of came up a little bit there, took over Nvidia there a little bit.
Would love
Yeah,
to
a lot of
see a steep pullback on pretty much the whole market. Try to get it. 6,600 still
yeah.
building. I did short this pullback. I got about $130 back, which is good because we took some paper cuts earlier. Good series of them. I'm gonna long this. My stop is right below this candle. Like I said, I keep this shit real tight. I will give back like $20 of that 130.
Let's see, where are we? I might hop in along here quick with you too. We'll
My
see.
stop's really tight. It's like 10 points on the
Yeah,
NASDAQ with just
I was just
pennies on
coming here to take a
SPX.
peek. I don't see. Maybe if we get down to that 65-60, I'll hop in. I'm switching this to the.
Sometimes what we like to do is we like to wick the highs and then pull back. We have made a new high, that's why it's short there. And I'm taking this off at break even. I don't trust it yet. A little bit lower I'll long. And if they go without me, that is perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm looking at tomorrow's expiration. If I'm not touching anything unless we get to that 65-60 or possibly that 65-90. Because
Hey,
I
yeah, see, this is what I talk about when I'm a coward about longs. My stop was down here, and I closed it at break even right here. Here we go. They're just stair stepping it. We're still in that same indecision zone. I did catch that nice short there, which felt good. Much needed after our series of losses earlier. Get the shakes out, if you will. But
and
this is kind of a pullback pattern. I would like to see them come down as far as the 30s, like I said earlier when I wanted to get long.
and the thing is too, like with that stair step pattern, and it's so slow and choppy. If you get stuck in a 0 DTE without a good entry, you are gonna get chopped up.
For what
Not
it's
as much
worth, these
right
are really
now.
clean steps. Like I
Yep.
trade this pattern to the downside relentlessly. I did it yesterday intraday after we made that initial high off the open. And then I fucked off the rest of the day. There were no shorts after those news. There was no shorting to be done after that news dropped again. And we just mooned non-stop. But I'll trade, like, here, let me just Alt-I. I'll trade this relentlessly. So it doesn't make sense that I don't do it to the long side, because it's the same shit. All I did just now, if you're on TradingView, Webull has it too. If you hit Alt plus I, or on Apple, I think Command I, it literally flips your chart upside down. Which I should probably start doing on trend up days and just pretend it's a short when I long, because it's the same fucking pattern. I trade short. I don't know what it is, man. Something in my brain does not like long. Something else. Patterns are a little cleaner to the downside, I've noticed. Like this stair step pattern, to the downside, it seems like they make much cleaner bounce points, and longs will wick stops out a little more relentlessly than shorts tend to. And since I'm a scalper who will trim immediately if I feel wrong and then just get back in if I was right, getting those wicked out is how you really get chopped, especially in these middle ranges like we're in now. So we're back to hands off after we took that one win. Wait.
You got a nice comment from somebody. My buddy NY Jets. He's like, your buddy's like me, favorites the shorts big time. He loves it. He's enjoying the conversation. It's like, don't boost this man's ego, Brian. Do not boost this man's ego anymore.
It's an ongoing
He
meme
does
that
not
I
need
can
it
only
anymore.
short because it's not really a meme. It's kind of true. I longed once yesterday. I'll have you know. I'll have you know. Oh, I just confused my camera. My bad. I forgot it has like a hand gesture thing you can't even shut off.
What?
So when you hold your hand up, it like focuses your hand and shuts off the tracking.
Interesting.
Jay-Z's is worse. His'll just zoom in on his nostrils for no fucking reason.
That's why you get a camera that doesn't zoom, and it just is, you know.
As yours is like 3 times zoomed in more than it was when we started the show.
I
You were a
li- I
normal
like
sized head for the first time since the show came out. And then
I
it's
need to go
just
look
gone
at, I need
again.
to look at the YouTube feed here. I gotta see it.
See where our positioning's at here. If you guys have any tickers you want to take a look at, drop them in the chat. We are nowhere near done with today's episode, so feel free to ask questions, drop shit in chat. If you want to take a look at like Anthony's filters or something, we can do that, just mostly to make him talk while I try to find a trade.
What we could do is build a filter on live if you want.
We could do
Just
that.
completely from scratch here. Let me just open unusual whales here.
And then we'll take trades as they come along and answer questions as they come. I'm gonna try to fade this for another pullback. I have a 10-point stop. That'll be $40 on 2 MNQ contracts. That's worth it. The target is about 30 points down.
Too.
They're probably gonna get me right.
I
would really like continuation of that pullback for a better entry long, regardless of what this little tiny.
We'll do the filters after we get our update on Periscope, because I'm just kind of keeping an eye on that too.
Minute and some change.
Yeah, you got some calls coming in here.
All right, this is going to stair step
calls.
up again, it looks like. I'm going to take this off at break. Let's get it. Yep, there she goes.
It's not giving a good entry for calls or really.
Nope, nothing until 65.85 up toward 6600, and then below that nothing until 65.50, and it's really small. I'm still leaning upside on this until they change my mind. They haven't changed my mind. We see that big position down at 65.30 that we harped on at open falling off a little bit. We still see 35 building up a little bit. 6600 has yet to fall off at all. They're shifting these positions a little higher. So if you're a shorter like me, you are still in wait.
What I heard there's a funny YouTube comment here that I'm trying to find here.
Like I don't see much of anything going on YouTube.
Let's see.
Someone wants to look at just straight up SPY. That's kind of what we're doing with SPX.
Yeah, but that's not that funny.
Options flow on SPY without having a specific contract to look at is kind of hard because of the sheer volume. Brian Thompson says 7 straight green 4-hour candles, a red 4-hour is due. I would love nothing more, Brian.
he is the one that we are pumping.
Oh, he's your homie.
Got a little pump there. Yep. He is the one that
I would love nothing more than that. Right now they're just trucking up toward that pre-market high.
Ooh, we got it. There's your flip. There's your flip. They are positioning higher. Yep. Dang, I knew I should have got calls there, man.
Yeah. I'll just be sitting here waiting for what looks like the trend day to stop trending. That's okay. If you're someone who's really comfortable in long, man, every dip's getting bought up pretty cleanly. So if you're a range trader or somebody who just likes to buy and fuck off for the day, today might have been your day on that that early morning dip.
All right, so okay, we got our update there, and I'm mad that I didn't get calls. But okay, do we want to build an ask side filter here from scratch? Just kind of go over some of the
active the gamma and positions on your SPX's right side. That is the Unusual Whales Periscope tool. If you head over to the website,
I can pop that up here.
It's on the pro tier or on the what the hell, retail something. The higher tier of retail. I don't know what the hell we call them anymore.
I think isn't it just an add-on?
It's included in subscription now. The higher instead of being annoying as shit with add-ons, it's just there now. But if you head over to your nest over here on the left, it'll be under market and then Periscope. Then boom. I have it set up on a super dashboard right here. Oh, that's the wrong super dashboard. Where's my other one? What'd I do with it? I just had it open. I was looking at it. There we go. I have it up on my super dashboard, which is a modular place. You can set up anything you want. Like, here's one of my flow ones. This is my main scalping dashboard. I just have Periscope on the left, market tide on the right, and then obviously my chart for trading price action. But yeah, Periscope. I do not scalp without it, and I never will again.
Yeah, it is a
Unusual Whales could
big...
fire me tomorrow, and I would still trade with this. I refuse to trade without it now.
Yeah. When's your review?
I don't know. That
Is that tomorrow?
I've sent calendar invites to everyone. That was a lie. I did not get a calendar invite.
Hey, good thing I don't have to get reviews, man. They would be good. Um, anyways, so should we build a filter here from scratch? Since
Yeah,
you
man, go ahead.
answered
That was a nice pullback on the Nasdaq. If I take trades, I will point them out after the fact, so I don't interrupt you building this filter, and I will flip it to just you. You guys will hear me making noise in the background, but the viewers will not. I'm gonna mute myself on the viewer thing, and I won't say shit about any trades unless the trade's over and you're done talking about your filter.
Cool. So building filters is kind of the biggest thing with Unusual Whales because you want to filter
can you
out.
Pause that feed before I have an epileptic seizure.
No,
Oh
no. I was
my
gonna show. I was gonna show why. I was gonna show
Okay,
why.
fair.
Okay, so
Go ahead, leave it on.
so this is why you want to filter because it's gonna pull in every single option contract that's coming in the market. So I'm gonna pause it right now, so I don't give Nick a seizure. But you want to limit that. You don't care about half or not even half, probably 95% of that stuff that's coming in. So we're gonna build an ask side filter. So essentially, we're gonna be looking for buying calls or buying puts. So I'm gonna leave this on just to show you how it decreases. So we're going to get rid of the bid side flow, mid side flow, and no side. So you can see it kind of slowed down a little bit. Not yet. Not a ton yet, but so ask side, we're looking for buying calls and puts. So I like to start out, let's just do 60%. It has to be at least 60% ask side or bid side. I'm just going to do stocks on this one. I'm going to get rid of ETFs, indexes, and ADRs. So you can see it starts to slow down a lot more there. So you're starting to kind of decrease the crappy flow there. This is still pretty crappy flow because you're getting very small volume and all that. So let's kind of change the premium here. Let's do 60,000 here. And these don't have to be static filters either. Change them how you feel. Change them how you like them. Slower days, I'll kind of lower that premium just to kind of maybe catch some more flow. My typical normal premium, I like to see at least 90,000. So I'm going to bump this up to, let's just do 85,000 because we are getting some decent flow today. Oh, that was 850,000. Okay, a little bit there. So you can see how slow that flow feed gets now. So all these in here, again, just it's what you like to see. Days to expiration, I have a long-term filter. I kind of think anything over 100 days is pretty long term. So let's just set this at 60 days here. So again, you're limiting that. You're going to only see flow that's coming in 60 days out, 85,000, and that ask side on that chain has to be at least 60% there. So you're starting to just see kind of very lighter flow come in here. Now, you can change the volume and open interest, all that. I usually set it at maybe like 500 for volume. Again, 100% customizable to how you would like. I like to see that. You want to see that volume. You don't want like 2 contracts coming in when that open interest is like 10,000 or so. You can also come, actually it's down here. If you do like that volume over open interest, that's a good kind of filter there, and then you can take off that volume there as well too. I'll just leave it on for the sake of this, but you can see how quiet that flow feed got there, and it's very, very broken down to possibly something that you might start finding some flow. So like, okay, right away you see all these Tesla 375 calls on the 5/15/26 expiration. Let's take a peek. Okay, well, you can see all that volume coming in today. And this isn't the best example because you got multiple candles, but this is something that could maybe possibly catch your interest. You start looking into the flow. This right away, I kind of don't like all the spikes there. I'm going to see if I can find a better one there. So like the MU here. Ugh, there's a lot of volume on that one too. Okay, it's multi-leg, and you can hide the multi-leg stuff and all that too. So like if you just want to see single leg, let's just turn that on here for the sake of this. So like SanDisk here, and this is a very pricey contract. Um, we're not going to trade this contract, but again, I mean, it's you start to see that cleaner flow there. You have a lot of volume coming in here. That volume's greater than that open interest, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's opening. So you have 272 contracts there, followed by 265 there, and then you have about 500 there. Math is obviously that math is a little, it's not 100% the same there. Could they be taking profits there and somebody else is buying some contracts? Possibly, but you limit that bad flow this way and you can kind of start to find that decent looking flow. Like, let's see if I can find one that kind of, so like the AMDs here possibly. So like AMD here, all of this, you have 2,000 contracts coming in against 674 open contracts. You know that volume is opening volume here, so you get your filters down to a respectable spot, start finding flow like this, and you just kind of start going through. We're looking for buying calls and buying puts. So again, just kind of looking to see how that IV is acting, that spot price, where that's filling at, your timing, all that, and so on. But the filters are really easy to make. There, and that's like the first thing you should do when you're trading the when you get unusual whales, if you don't already have filters made. And if you don't want to make filters, you can head over to the community page too, which there's a bunch of shared filters in there. Snorlax's, he has the best starting filters, I'd say there. I mean, mostly everybody's filters are derived from his filters at some point there. You can ask questions about filtering in there, and then if you do have the Unusual Whales Discord, you can also go in there and ask about filtering too. I think there's a channel in there for filters, possibly. But I mean, everybody has them. Jay-Z's are in here. I have mine in here as well too towards the end. So I mean, and again, just because something's at the ask as well too doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be a buy, even if everything's correct. Like your IV's increasing, spots filling up the ask, so on. Just it's all it's. I'm trying to think of a way to explain it without like speaking in certainties. Like it's a good. It helps you find what there could be a very interesting move on that chain. That's kind of the way I like to explain it. Like you see interesting flow on a name. Okay, well there's 10,000 contracts on this name that had 3 open contracts at the time. That is interesting and it should catch your eye, but doesn't necessarily mean they're buying or selling those calls or puts. But yeah, there's your little filter lesson there, kind of. It's not a very long one there.
Works for me.
But yeah, I think filtering's the biggest thing. I mean, you hear a lot of people say the flow's not working, stuff like, well, what do your filters look like? They probably look like what it looked like when we opened it there, and everything's just going on there.
While you were talking, we did rip right up
Did we?
to that 85 spot and bounced right off of it. Now they are bouncing the pullback already.
Man,
I'm still hands off.
that lower gamma all disappeared too.
Yep. 600 got bigger once again.
I'm happy I didn't get puts, but that I'm not gonna say that was a bad read on my part. It's because my periscope was being a little funky there.
Yeah, you were getting some weird lag going on. That was odd.
Yeah, it's a Wednesday there. It's a Wednesday. Let's see. I gotta answer this text here.
Still waiting.
Just answering a little texty text here. Not trading on my phone like some people.
Not naming any names. Not pointing any fingers.
Yeah, we've still 6605 flipped pretty firmly positive. All that, I mean, all we have down below is 6535, 6530. The 30's falling off while we're still building up above. Other than that pullback we just had off that high, I'm not really seeing an argument for safe shorts yet.
Man, I haven't had barely any flow hit my feed here. Just a lot of multi-leg stuff. And back to the filter thing. I like to leave multi-legs on I don't trade them, but I like to know if there's any other activity on a
Yeah, I
name.
also
Like
don't
if,
trade them, but they're good
yep,
context.
yep. I mean, like if I'm getting, like, let's just say I saw FSLY call come in, and if I have the multi legs hidden, I don't know there's maybe a spread coming in here on that. I mean, you don't have to trade it. You try to limit the data so you get a lot of data, but or well, a lot of data that you can use, but you have data that's bad to kind of offset that to maybe sway your opinion away from taking a piece of flow, if that makes sense. Yeah, like these are my filters I have right now, and I don't trade in the money. Like I 10% in the money isn't super deep to me, but like I have 90,000, 500 contracts. Just very, very simple filters, and that's all you need. I like the aggregated trades on that one there too. Just you can quickly click it here too, and it'll just kind of show you what's going on that trade that's coming in a very, very short time frame. I don't just base a trade just looking at that aggregated trade still though. I will always just kind of pop that open here and look at that flow feed as well too. Just for other context, I like to see the other flow around it, see what the fills look like. Ooh, these CVXs look interesting. Speaking of new flow here, 410 2025
CVX
call and oil.
Chevron.
Yes, it is.
Oil,
Yes, it is.
another sector with crazy headline risk right now.
So that is something to take into account too. So 2% out of the money, 9 days out. A lot of put premium today. Obviously, we're down. Looks like this could be a contributor to that little spike there in the put premiums. This is 2% of the total premium. Not a big whale either way. And I kind of like seeing those, like, 5-4% total premiums there. 'Cause, I mean, if you have one big whale that's like 90% of the trade, like it can kind of, I don't know. I think it kind of skews it possibly a little bit where that one whale is, they could be shorting those calls and it could look like a buy. But like here you have something that's 5%. This flow looks like it's pretty good here. Yeah, IV spikes when it comes in. Spots filling at the ask here. A little wider bid ask spread. Repeated hits alert. Yeah, I mean, like, these look very clean to me. This is pretty clean flow. Same timing. Spots all at the ask. Repeated hits. No change in the IV. Like, this is something I like to see here. And I mean, you do have some timing after, but again, you can't confirm if it's related. I wouldn't place a bet on these being related at all. Couple seconds later, oil gets traded a lot too. But like these, I mean, interesting. Again, very headline driven though right now, so keep that in mind. Oil's typically headline driven, but I like this one. I'm gonna actually take a little snippy poo of this one.
Snippy poo. Is that like
But
Clippy, but for the toilet?
a little bit, yeah,
Snippy?
yeah.
Snippy the shit.
Tucker, do you even know what snippy means? Are you old enough to know what that means?
I have no idea what snippy means now.
I don't even know what you mean.
You mean clippy? I know what clippy
What?
means.
Clippy? I've never heard that one.
You don't know Clippy? You're older than me.
What?
What do you mean you don't know Clippy?
Clippy?
He's a little help guy in old school
Yeah,
Microsoft Word.
From Microsoft Word? What?
No. Oh, the little paperclip
yeah,
guy.
the
The little
little
paperclip guy. I don't know. I usually didn't
Clippy.
have to ask for help from him, so
He was relentless, bro. He gave you help whether you fucking wanted it or not.
Yeah, just not much for Phil. How about these? Doesn't look like a good fill,
A
but
little
no.
bit of a
Yeah.
cool down in equities, but I mean, they've done nothing to shift the narrative for me. I took a super tiny short that I'm closing on this candle right now for a whopping $50. We're red. We're still red on the morning though. Keep chipping away at it as opportunities arise.
Yeah, I'm just not. I mean, I
That
they're
setup higher
targeting
is
up.
still there, man. It's still
I'm
there.
just not getting a good entry down here though. I mean, it's just so choppy. And I'm
your entry was about
yeah,
15
down
to
in here
20
at
minutes
that.
ago when we rejected
Yeah.
that high.
When we were doing filters, right? Yeah, how's tomorrow's expiration looking still? Oh, you're coming up to that 65.90. A lot of positive gamma there. A lot of positive gamma there. Yeah, they're
Good old-fashioned steppies uppies.
Ooh, that all. Oh yeah, you got that big flip at 66. Was that
Hmm.
on 0D too? No, no. Yeah, big orange flip
Dude,
there.
even that big dip, if you're somebody sitting in calls that aren't 0 days, I wouldn't have even closed my calls on that dip. They showed 0 on that first dip. Yeah, fuck yeah, that would have scared me if I was long. But that intraday one we just had off of the new high, there no wasn't even enough for me to get shaken out of calls if they're stepping up, man. Widening the range more. Positions are building up above still. Oh, I just realized. Oh shit. That pre-market high I was talking about is the exact spot they rejected. Like literally. Look at that. That dotted line there.
Oh, yep. Yep. Man, how's our volume? Yeah, it's still early in the day. I mean, you're at 30 million. That's a decent volume for SPY this early.
Yeah, it's alright. Pretty good.
Yeah,
On par for the average, I would say, for the total day volume.
yeah. Looks like, I mean, Tech's your leader here in that market
Yeah.
tide here too. Yeah, that's one thing too. If you look at that sector flow page, you can actually see like the for each sector the essential market tide there. So you want to come in here, kind of look at the materials,
All right, we
energy. I
have
mean, you can.
broken
Ooh.
65.85. See if they truck up to that heavy positioning at 6,600 to 6,605. I might. I'm. Nah, I'll just wait and watch. I was tempted to. I was tempted to just offer an order up there, see if they come get me, catch some downside. But I'm just. Gonna wait. Buyers
Just
have
kind
had control all day. People who like to short like me should just shut up.
We do have
Yeah.
a comment on YouTube. It comes from Fama1TV who says, from your experience, if we trade MNQ and ES futures, how can we utilize UW to correlate those levels?
That is quite
Futures
literally
trader.
what I've been doing this entire stream, Fama. I use SPX gamma positioning by market makers. These are all attributed gamma positioning, confirmed to be market makers, no customers in here. For inflection points, levels, acceleration, and directions. And then I combine that with price action on MMQ for normal scalping. It'd probably be easier with ES. I'm going to be real with you. Because the conversion ratio is pretty damn close between ES and SPX. And even in the overnight session, when SPX technically quote unquote trades, it's literally a direct derivative reflection of the ES during the overnight session. So if you're scalping futures like I do, if you're new to using Periscope and you're just practicing, trying it out, getting a hang for the strategy, I would recommend using the S&P futures just because it's a closer to 1-to-1 than NQ is. Because as you know, sometimes you can have some divergence between the S&P and the NASDAQ. Look at that build up at 6605 on this update, Anthony. Holy shit. They're going to go get it.
Why is mine not updating, man?
And then we've got build up at 6630 again with a massive negative positioning at 6615. Dude, if we truck all the way up there.
Scroll over the first purple bar there at 60. What's your gamma say? It's 75, 70. Oh, I was like, why is mine not switching purple? I think you have a different. I think your settings are a little bit different than mine.
Mine's greater than 2000.
Let's see. Oh, well, what the hell?
Dude, you're just getting bullied by everything internet today.
Jeez.
Oh, shit.
We'll see if she updates. No.
But if you're in the, to the homie that asked that question about using Gamma to trade futures, if you are in the Unusual Whales Discord and you have Periscope, hit up the Periscope channel. People are in there day trading all day, every day using these tools, in conjunction with other tools as well. But just hit that place up, Periscope channel. Down here under subscriber content, Periscope. You've got boys in here flinging shit around all damn day. Pretty cool place to be. I've actually learned a bit and tightened up my own strategy from the homies in here.
Yeah, Wants is a
Wants is
really
good.
good.
Wants is good.
Yeah, he's a.
Puget Point Capital, I think he goes by, is also really good. He does more
Yeah, I've
longer
seen his
term.
little breakdowns.
He does some more
those
longer
are
term reads, which are
insane.
really cool. Yeah, a lot to be garnered from the community. I can't emphasize community enough. I would be going batshit crazy if it was 2021. I was still full time trading, but didn't have community at the time. Can you imagine how fucking bored I would have been?
you're gonna
So
you're gonna
boring.
have to
Nobody to talk
take over
shit
for.
to. Nobody.
I'm gonna have you take over for a couple seconds. I got some guy at my door or whatever for something.
Get out!
I'll be back in a minute.
Word. Right now, we're just watching them truck, homies. They are moving up toward that 6,600, and I am hands off until they tag it or hard reject it. The negative positioning right above that while we're building up at 6,630 kind of whispering to me that they're going to keep this trucking. Nothing but negative gamma below us, but still all of that positioning we talked about at the open has fallen off and shifted upward. What does all expirations look like? Fucking identical. So this is happening across all expirations in the foreseeable future. The bears are not having fun. Especially after a nearly 3% day yesterday, we're up about 1% today in the S&P. If you're sitting in shorts or puts from open, I really hope you got out on that dump because they tested the only bastion of positive gamma we had this morning at 65.55 and then rocketed off of it, chugged right through this negative gamma zone, just like I told you I was worried about when I was entering a short. This accelerated to the upside, once again, like I said earlier, toward those heavy positive gamma positions by market maker. Price tends to gravitate. At the time, we had similar positioning above and below. That was that 50-50. But once we had that secondary dip down to 60, we saw all the positioning shift. Right there would have been the best opportunity to long, I would say, all day, including the bottom. The bottom wasn't as clear as this one was. But we're just waiting. I have no arguments for shorts here. Kind of see, because you know how I mentioned those heavier negative gammas, sometimes they're a little bit of resistance toward the top of those ranges. I could see a nice little pullback here, but I don't think it's going to be far enough for me to be comfortable sitting in a short for very long with that heavy positioning right above us still. The risk to reward would be there. If you're someone who wants to short, you just have to place your stop at high a day and try to target, 15-ish points if you're lucky. But the trajectory is upward right now. So if you are someone trying to short this, I would see money take money on it. And then if it knifes without you, oh fucking well. Trajectory is upside. Pop open. Low filter here as well.
Okay, I'm back. I'm
Up?
back.
I just talked about how shorts are getting absolutely obliterated. That's all you missed.
Oh, cool. Guy for the gas people, or the people that come and mark the lines for gas and electric are here. I'm like, who the hell is here? And because they came and cut down all of our boulevard trees, and he's like, yeah, I think they're gonna come cut your stump out tomorrow. I was like, thank God. Like, yeah, I'll let you in the backyard, no problem, man. Just getting robbed while I'm doing this.
We got hit with another MU contract.
Yeah, dude, something must be spotty with my internet. Look at my market tide right now.
Yeah, let me check mine. Yeah, my tide's clean and fine. Yeah, you might be having some packet loss.
Yeah, something interesting's going on there.
Absolutely bodied. Yeah, see?
Missed
Look at
my
that.
long.
I said we'd maybe get a nice little pullback. It wasn't even that nice. It was like 4 points, and now they're already bouncing off of it up 6,600 again. I'm just hands off until they test this and show me they're not going to accelerate to 6,630 through that negative gamma that built right above the heavy positive. There are no shorts for me. It has to cover a lot of ground to the downside to be a true reversal. There's nothing for me here. I gotta just keep waiting, baby.
Dang, yeah, they've just been hammering those 0 DTEs on there, man. I'm gonna go yell at that guy. Like, you made me look wrong.
His fault.
Oh, we got news coming out right now too. It looks like maybe.
Got coming out. Dude, I swear to God, if the colossal short I've been waiting for all day happens in the next, like, minute and a half, I'm gonna slap Tucker right in the mouth.
Ah, well, okay.
You better hope it doesn't happen, because I gotta piss.
Dang, I can't believe I just need to take a quick peek at something for my mind's sake here. Let's see. I just need to look at the 6th here. What was I in the 660? Okay, I'd still be down a lot on those. Okay, I'm not too sad about that one. How about I want to go and look at those MUs and TSM. I think those things are pumping right now. MU. Oh boy, MU's up 9%. Oh boy, yeah, that whale absolutely paid today. Jeez, MU paid, and then TSM. Yeah, jeez, both of those whales. Yeah, very unusual flow. Sometimes you just see it and you're just like, wow, that is just it's unusual, very unusual. I'm not even hearing the dings go off right now. I've got my. Okay, now we're good.
I'm hearing them.
Are you actually?
Yeah. I mean, I guess we always have, but
Where'd Nick go? Got like
piss
really
break.
quiet. Oh, did
Piss
he?
break.
I didn't even
Yeah.
hear him say he was gonna take a piss break.
He said that. He said it.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Per usual, I guess. So Tucker, I heard you went to a movie last night. What movie did you see?
I saw a Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Oh, you know you could watch it on Peacock right now, and you wouldn't have had to go out.
What are you talking about?
You could have watched Mario on Peacock. The new movie.
What are you talking about?
You said you went and saw Super Mario last night.
The Super Mario Galaxy movie that released only in theaters at midnight last night?
All right,
I'm pretty
Tucker
sure it's
doesn't
on
get
Peacock
slapped in the
here.
mouth for one more day.
I promise you it's not.
I promise you it is, because you
Okay,
are
you want
crazy.
you want to put money on that?
Oh,
The
I
Super
gotta
Mario
get all
Galaxy
the cameras on
Oh,
for
it's a
this.
Super Mario Bros. Movie.
The
Super Mario
Galaxy movie.
Bros.
No.
I know, but I'm talking
I don't know what I
about-
missed, but I'm loving it.
No, me and
Yeah.
Tucker are talking about. I asked him what movie he saw last night. He's like, I
And I
saw
said-
Super Mario Galaxy. I'm like, you could have watched it on Peacock. It's on Peacock. He's like, no, the Galaxy one. I'm like, I'm looking at it right now, but it's the Super Mario Bros. Movie on
You mean,
Peacock,
like,
not Galaxy.
The old live action one?
No,
This
the animated
one.
one from 23.
Oh gosh.
This one.
Gotcha. I thought it was gonna be, he's like, oh, the Super Mario Brothers with that weird lizard ass Yoshi and the Koopa heads.
Yoshi's cool. Yoshi's cool.
No,
like-
did you
It's
not
like
know about
knee
the live
height,
action
and they're
movie?
supposed to ride him. What do you mean he's cool?
Yoshi's cool, dude. I'd love
Have
to
you
have a
seen the
little
movie
Yoshi.
I'm talking about, Anthony?
Do you know about the
No,
live
I
action one, Anthony? How are you a
No.
video game nerd and you don't know about the live action Mario movie?
I've probably
Dude,
seen
it
it
is gnar. Look at my screen, Anthony.
What the heck?
Yeah.
When did that come out? Like
the early
1910?
90s, 1993.
Yeah.
Look at the Yoshi.
1510? Oh, dude, that's so cute. That's so cute.
How
I'd
the
take
hell are
one
they
of
gonna
those.
ride
Wait,
that?
look at
at
Bowser.
it.
Look at Bowser. Look at Bowser.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Here's
what?
President Koopa.
So he's like a human, but then like
It's
What
look
the-
at his thumb.
And then that weird freaky scaly thing, that's supposed to be a Goomba.
Yeah, that's a Goomba. What the fuck were they thinking?
what?
What were they thinking?
Terrifying 1993. Yeah, terrifying is definitely right.
Absolutely amazing. All right,
Proof
new
that
highs.
Anthony does not know anything. I tell him I'm going to see this movie. He says, no, it's on Peacock. He's talking about a different movie. He tells me he's 100% correct. And he's never heard of the original Mario movie. You're too young for this.
You're too young for this.
Join Nick and I in the old man club at
Yeah,
some
grow
point.
up, Anthony. God.
Jesus Christ.
Child.
Jeez.
We are 7
And
points away from that 6,600 to 6,605 positive gamma zone we have been talking about all day. They're going to get it, and I'm going to try to short it like a fucking idiot and get blown out because of that position up at 6,630. Let's see what happens if we get there. Are we moving?
Yeah, that's. I just keep refreshing everything now because I wonder if the guy outside did. Well, we had that internet outage yesterday, so could be lingering from
Dude, like
that.
the entire Midwest was without internet that one day with the windstorm.
But we have a freaking winter weather advisory right now. Like,
we had hail the other night again. I just think it was a perfect demonstration of Midwestern weather when it was negative 20 degrees. We got 5 inches of snow, and then literally 3 hours into the next day, it was all melted because it got to like 75 and then 90. Then
I'll tell you,
only in the Midwest can you go from negative 20 to positive 90 in a day and a half. That is.
I'll tell you, my grass is very green from all the snow melting though already.
Yeah, ours is too.
Yeah, I've seen yours. And
it was like 85 the other day, and I was like, I fucking refuse to turn the AC on in March. I refuse.
Yeah.
And so I just sat here sweating like an idiot.
I got yelled at for not wanting.
We did get an actual contract to look at here.
Hell yeah!
From Full Metal Max 0172.
Hey, Full Metal's
Fly
the homie.
40C on.
Hey, thanks for always
17th.
being here, Full Metal. You're the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a great follow. He is a great follow. Fly 417.
Getting a pull back.
40 call here.
I'm gonna flip over
24.
to your screen, Anthony, and I'm gonna shut up. Oh, that's tougher. There we go.
Oh, that's even worse, man. Almost 2,500 contracts there. 50 cents a fill. 124K premium. Definitely opening volume here, so I want to go back. Only 11 open contracts on that. They were all traded yesterday. Yeah, opening volume. Now, when I get flow like this, and actually I'll wait to reset that filter. Let me go back here, sorry. So it comes in, I call these block trades. They're opening trades, but you don't have context around it to kind of see how that flow reacts. I like to see how that flow reacts. Typically, I like to see flow before and after. We'll remove this and just kind of take a peek, though, around that large block there. Let's go find it. So this one, you do have some context a little before and a little after. I'm not getting the cleanest read on this. When that flow does come in, you do have a small IV drop. It is filling at the ask, though. And it looks like you have some kind of trailing bid side stuff in here. Could be retail. I mean, it's not large size or anything in there, or large premium, like our original whale there. I'm not a fan of the trades when they come in, and I'll circle back here, in that like block formation. It'll tell you it's an opening trade, but unless there's context around it, I kind of tend to avoid them. How do you feel about those, Nick? Like when you see them come in with like the block like that, you don't have that. I like context,
repeat hits
really.
a lot more.
Yep.
Yep. If I saw like another strike getting taps as well, I'd like it a lot more. Now I will say I would lean bot to open on these. Yeah. And all at one trunk, like that's not necessarily bad flow. It's just not quite as interesting to me. I like seeing repeat hits. It doesn't mean anything super negative that they bought the whole position at one go.
No, you just don't. You can't analyze it like the repeated hits.
It's just one slap. I'm leaning bot on those though. Now that said, it's pumping today.
Yeah, I would lean bot on them too. It's just one of those where you don't have that full context like with the repeated hits or the ascending fill where you have flow before, and you can kind of see how that IV acts within the flow if any of those spots change there.
Meanwhile, the whole market thinks it's Creed.
And you take me higher. Those are what, the 40? So, like, yeah, if you see a block trade like that, or whatever you want to name it, up to you. I mean, like, I look at the other contracts around it, too. So, like, that 40 call is obviously your biggest one on the day. we do have action on that 41730 call as well. So let's just kind of take a peek at this one. This one already has a lot of open interest on this, but let's just kind of take a peek. Yeah, you don't know what's being kind of transacted here. Something you got to kind of monitor that open interest. Again, kind of like Nick said, if you made me pick, I would say they're buy to open there. I just personally like to see, kind of like you said, you have the repeated hits, you have ascending fill, descending fill. I just like to see that context. I like to see that full kind of just how that volume is reacting, how it's changing the IV, where it's filling at. Again, yeah, this isn't bad flow.
And I will say, high
not full.
IV contracts make it a little bit harder to use for context,
That
because
as well too.
when the implied volatility is that high, the price is going to fluctuate pretty wildly with small moves in the stock price, especially in the opposite direction of the contract. So like these calls will lose value a lot faster to the downside than something with like a 60% implied volatility.
Yeah.
And so that IV, when it's really high like that, it's going to shift around a lot. And so it makes it a lot harder than like earlier, the contracts he was looking at going over IV increase and decrease. They were at like 60, 70%. That's a little bit more meaningful because it takes more move. It takes more transactions to fluctuate that IV in real time than something that's, 116, 120, 109.
And to
Yeah.
expand on that a little bit too, that IV is going to be a little skewed as well today because Fly is up 7.5%. So think of IV. Everybody kind of wants calls right now, so that IV is going to be a little elevated.
And it means the
as well,
contracts
too.
are pricey relative
Yep.
to their
Yep.
their strike and proximity to the stock price. The higher the IV, the more overpriced those contracts are, and that's why sometimes you'll see something going into earnings with a crazy wide implied move. That's because the implied volatility of those contracts are juiced.
Yep. And the way I like to think of like IV as well too is you see that rise in IV around earnings because it's implied volatility. There's volatility around that name. So like when you see that flow come in at the ask and that IV's increasing, my thought process is, okay, well, let's say we have these Apple calls that are coming in, your IV's increasing, your spots at the ask and everything. To me, that's telling me, okay, that's how I read it as a buy because that implied volatility is increasing. That person is assuming these contracts could be making a move. Doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a move up or a move down. But that's just kind of the way I look at IV. And then vice versa, if you're looking at bid side stuff, that IV is decreasing. That move could be essentially thought to be, not there's not going to be a big move on that name now. And again, that's with earnings. That's why you see that IV drop drastically after earnings. There's not a huge expected move now because you already had the implied the events. So like Nvidia earnings, you see a massive drop in IV after that, especially on the weekly contracts, and that's why a lot of people get burnt on earnings because they don't understand the IV aspect of things.
We
So
are still just stair-stepping up and up and
I
up.
see you sent me another
Can we
contract.
just bitch slap 6,600, reject it like crazy, load up, get back into green territory? I'm short for a tiny pullback now, but I'm already out 10 points. Quick in and out. Type that I don't even mention because they're so fast.
Man, that was a slow grind up today. Just slow. I see you drop these hood contracts from your Tucker did. Tucker, did you drop the
yeah, no,
ones?
that was me. That comes from someone on Twitter. Consistency Spike asks about hood call 100 call on May 15th.
Yeah, so
Hood's still just torture. It's still up 700% from when I called it out after being up like 1,050%. And I'm talking share price, not contracts. I'm butthurt. Damn it.
Poor guy. These hood ones, I'm gonna say I'm not really seeing much off the bat here, and I'll explain why. We have 235 contracts traded, but we have 51 5104 open contracts. That 235 fits into that 5104. This could be some profit taking. We don't know. Let's just kind of look at the history of the chain here. Yeah, like the hood ones here, you're not. There's too much going on here where you can even see like if this was like if this was one whale opening 5,000 contracts, you could maybe see some profit taking going on, but there's just so much heavy volume on this one. I wouldn't say I see anything actionable at all on this, and just to kind of top that off too, it's a very split bid ask there. Just on that overall chain, again, if it was like one whale here, like if it was just this big whale back here, and you saw 200, you could maybe assume some profit taking or so. But yeah, this one I can't get a read on this at all. And even the intraday here, it's very split there between bid and ask on that. So yeah, sorry, nothing for hood on that one, at least that I'm seeing there. We can check hood overall though, if you'd like, for maybe possibly something. So hood, let's just start with our premiums. Yeah, spike and call premium yesterday, along with pretty much everything else. Today's flow, let's just see.
You already looked at the CVX 205s, right?
Is that the one that it was? 2025, and it looks like we got a 2075 call coming in here too as well.
I got a 205 here that might be. I'll just drop it in the chat, and then you can take a look at it after you're done with the one you're on.
Oh, the 205 right there. I see it. Oh, there's a lot of CVX calls kind of coming in. So, I mean, like
which
you see
is
that.
fun because usually oil names inverse equities, which you're seeing in CVX being down 5% today, but a lot of calls.
Could be in there. We'll go back and take a peek at that. Yeah, even these I'm not seeing much here with hood. Hood gets a lot of volume on it. It's yeah, I'm not really seeing much in there. Let me just check my filter quick. Hood, yeah, nothing on my filter. How about the last 7 days? Yeah, yesterday you had the kind of block. So, I mean, again, yesterday, like, you had that big block trade. Again, doesn't mean it's bad. You just probably weren't able to, like, yeah, you see you don't have really context before it there. Again, doesn't mean it's bad because now that flows up today, but you just don't have that full context. And that's okay. You don't need to take every single piece of flow that comes in. It's unrealistic as well to do that, too. Then you're managing multiple positions and trying to follow multiple whales. It's makes it very difficult. But yeah, I'm just kind of looking through my last 7 days here, and I'm not really seeing anything of interest. Maybe that 31927 hood call. Looks like a lot of that came in here. Oh, a good contract changing hands here. Look at that. Look at that. Let's go look at this guy right here.
Ooh, piece of candy.
So 327, you have the 10,447 contracts traded here, and it looks like a lot of that was traded at the bid. Actually, I'm going to pop this back to that specific day. So 327. So a lot of this, again, paying attention to the context of the flow is important. Bid side flow coming in here, all of that carrying over. Somebody might, and probably not with this one because it's that volume's bigger than that open interest, but you could say somebody might say, oh, they're bid side, they're closing those. No, because look, that carried over. But this one, not the best example because there was already too much volume compared to open interest. But let's just kind of look at that feed. Oh, I need to go back. Whoopsies. So we're just going to look at one of these bid side candles here. So yeah, I'm just kind of going through this. Yeah, I don't see anything like interesting sticking out. Just lots of size and volume, just IV kind of all over the place. I would have got a good read on this in real time. But this, so now I'm going to pop this back to today here. So I can do 3 days. I don't know why I did that. Nope, I can't do 3 days. Can we get like a 5-day filter in here, please, Nick? But yeah, so okay, that 327, all of that volume carried over. Now, this is where somebody on Twitter or somebody not paying attention could make an assumption and get somebody hurt. They see this ask side volume come in yesterday or on the 30th there, and they're going to say, oh, they added there to that position. No, they did not, because look, that open interest actually dropped a little bit. So that original volume from the 27th carried over. They cut those for whatever reason, who knows why. We don't know why whales do what they do, but that 16,000 contracts on the 30th, there's a 1,400 drop in that open interest. This whale sold these contracts to some other person at the ask side here that next day because that open interest did not increase. Now, if they added to those at the ask, that open interest would be in the mid 20,000s or so. So again, just because it's at the ask doesn't necessarily mean it's a buy, and just because it's the bid doesn't necessarily mean it's a sell. And who knows what this whale did? I mean, they were in at 778. Maybe they were short the calls quick. I mean, you just never know. And they just got sold them off at 725. And I mean, it could make a little sense there. I don't know. What do you think of this one, Nick? 'Cause I mean, you have them open them at about 788, get rid of them about 721, and Hood is up significantly today there. So I mean, maybe they were short the line, but they're so far out where it's like I don't know what it's just some of the flow. It's just very odd sometimes.
It looks to me like we had some good old fashioned hand changing. You were
Yep.
saying from the 30th to yesterday.
No.
I don't.
It's odd because I mean
I think
I don't.
half of it changed hands, and then a good chunk of it fell off. No,
Yeah,
it's too much maybes.
yeah,
Too many
it's I mean
maybes
when
for
the
me.
yeah, it's very odd. I mean, like, what was that original whale doing? Were they shorting calls 352 days out? I mean, that'd be odd for me to see you get rid of them a day later if you're
Mm-hmm.
350 days out. But you just never know. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, let me see that contract you dropped in there. Yeah, so Hood, I'm not really seeing anything on that. Sorry for the long explanation, but we got a good um, little example in there. Okay, so CVX, I've it was a 205 you sent me. So yeah, now this is something that catches my eye. Okay, well we originally looked at that 410 2025 call there. That looked pretty good. I want to just come back here, circle back on that, and look at that call premium just ticking up. That's all these calls hitting the feed here. So let's just kind of look at this one again. So again, that CVX guy right here. Move this bad boy here. IV spike, it was all filling up the ass. That looked good right away. I already like that flow. So now you're starting to get some extra data points in here. Now you see action on that 424-205 call, which is the one that Nick sent me here. Let's take a peek at this bad boy. So again, you have that IV spike. It's a repeated hits. So now this versus that block trade. That block trade, again, it was all coming in one big chunk. Again, doesn't necessarily mean it's bad, but you see how I like to analyze that flow. How's that IV acting? Is that spot filling at the ask that entire time? IV's up, spots filling at the ask, and again that fill versus spread, especially on kind of those a little wider bid ask spreads, you can just easily look. So like, okay, look, hey, I notice a little discrepancy here, small drop in that. We're filling 1 cent below the ask. Not a huge deal there. You do have the small IV drop, but again, you recover here. Now, this is the part that kind of makes me hesitate a little bit. You see price on CVX here is increasing here. Your IV's dropping. So that's just something to keep in the back of your mind. Doesn't necessarily mean that the flow's not going to work out, but just keep that in the back of your mind, and we'll look at the rest of our other chains here. So this one, I would probably lean buy to open, combining that with the 2025 there, and you are also seeing now the 2075 and the 197.5. Now, okay, so again, looking at all the flow that's coming in, now this one is more ask side, but you've got some bid and mid side fills in this one. So let's take a peek here. So again, I mean, you have that IV spike when it comes in. Spot is filling in at the ask. We're looking good, looking good. So, okay, now we're getting one of these goofy kind of change of hand type things where that bid ask changes a little bit. So it's still filling with that previous ask, and the you're probably better explaining it than me though, Nick, but essentially like the market makers are popping up that ask a little bit because they're getting a lot of, or they're running out of the
those just happen
169s
to
or
be
so. It's
quite literally the bid's the same as the end. That's it.
yes,
Like
yeah,
it's not always. They're just aligning them.
yeah.
In
It's just
in a
something.
chain of orders like that, I mean, come on, it's
Yeah,
filling at the
it's
exact same price. Nothing changed.
yeah. It's I consider that at the ask still. It's just
Because as you
some
see, it's at the same timestamp in a flurry of orders. Just that
yep
millisecond there, they happen to be
yep
nothing really
yep.
crazy. If it was the only thing I saw, if we didn't have this context below where we had a bid and an ask spread filling at the ask, I'd probably
Then it's a
ignore it.
no. Yep
I'd ignore it because who the fuck
yep.
knows? But here we can kind of speculate they're still filling at the ask. I mean, the bid ask spread started pretty wide right at the ask. As that bid ask spread tightened up, still filled at the ask. It even widened down here, still ask side at the exact same price. The only one that's not is the next order right above it, where
Yep, you're
the ask got
10,
lowered.
11.
But
And
who
your
cares?
IV's dropping as well a
Yeah.
little bit too. So again, something just to kind of catch your eye there. I mean, doesn't necessarily mean it's related. It's 2 seconds, 3 seconds later. Very highly likely it is related. I would probably say 99% sure it's related. Again, I don't like to speak in certainties.
If
Just
we
to,
knife before we get to 6600, I'm gonna be pissed because that's what I'm sitting on my hands for.
I'm gonna have to look at that dashboard.
They
Here
haven't
after this.
cleared 6595 yet, and if that is all they go, we got nothing but negative below us for a good drop. But I really want to see 66 tagged. This tiny little dip happening. There's no change in our net premiums. Put buyers aren't buying it yet. Touch that.
Man, and then I'm looking at that last order of the CVXs that came in the 197.5s. So a little IV drop when it starts to kind of come in, and then it comes back up. It's a repeated hits ascending fill, so you see that right in there. And then your IV drops here towards the end again as well too. Man, and then you have about a minute later again. Doesn't necessarily mean it's related, but yeah, I mean, you got some sweeps kind of coming in after too. Yeah, man. I don't like that IV decrease in there. Man, I, I don't. That first piece of flow, the 2025, I really liked that. But then once we started to kind of get up here and start looking at that other flow, man, I wonder if they are short those calls. Because I mean, if there is a actual ceasefire, and keep in mind too, like think in 3D as well too. Don't just like know
3D.
what's going on in the market. Well, think it. Okay, you want to go higher? Let's do 40. So like what's going on instead of just like looking at one data point. Like tonight we have Trump speaking on Iran. Like, are they gonna pull everybody out? Is there gonna be a ceasefire? Like, are these short calls? Like, you don't know. Like, just think about what's going on. Just if there's any reports coming out, any economic data coming out, just be aware of everything in the market. I know it's hard to say be aware of everything, but just you can't just marry yourself to like one little thing like okay, well this flow looks super good, and then you have other flow at the end that doesn't look good. Just kind of use your critical thinking skills. Could there be something going on, a good development in the Iran war stuff? Like you just don't know. Like for all I know, oil could rip 20% tomorrow. You don't know. It's just you just have to be very cautious and think things through. Don't just click something because it looks super perfect. Just kind of keep an eye, and I mean, let's go back to the sector flow here for a second. Like if I wanted to look at that entire oil sector here, so like, okay, let's just look at, where's my energy down here. So energy is getting beaten up today, obviously. A lot of just combine this with all the data. I mean, there's so many tools on Unusual Whales where you can combine and use multiple data points. Like I'm looking at the oil premiums here. I mean, we're pretty split overall here. Hey, there's MPC maybe getting a little more there. Baker Hughes getting a little more ask side premium. And, just come down here to look at that market tide for that sector. Like, okay, well, you're getting some call volume there, but puts are kind of falling off. Just use as many data points as you can within Unusual Whale. Like, there's so many hidden data points that people don't talk about. It's the tools there. Everything you need is pretty much in Unusual Whales. And here comes some XOM calls now as well too. So I mean, just
yeah, I'm curious. I did see a little bit of a bump upward in crude oil futures. Again, we're getting a little bit of a dip alongside that in equities. No signal for a true reversal for me yet. Really wish they would get up to 6,600 and get it over with, because that's really the main thing keeping me out of shorting these highs. Pattern, I'm in a small short now, but it's just on the 1 minute with a really tight stop. But I'm not gonna bank on follow through until we pull back quite a bit. We need to get way farther away from that positive gain. Comfortable. But with oil kind of moving up a little bit here, I'm now up 15 points on this tiny scalp. Let's see what they see here. Here's the position right here. I'm up decent. If they bounce out of this, I'm going to close it, just flatten right away. Because like I said, every pullback has been bought up today. But let's see where this takes us.
Nice move down there. Come on.
Wait for about halfway through this 1 minute candle to see what 30-second scalpers do.
Oof.
They sold it lower.
It's good volume on that candle.
Target is going to be that prior high of day down there. But like I said, if they bounce out of this on the 1 minute, I'm just going to close it. There are way too many positioning for me to be super comfortable to sit for a home run.
That is a strong volume candle you're getting there, too.
Yeah, we got a nice amount of... I think this is... Could you, Tucker or Anthony, do a quick sweep of headlines? See if there's news? Because oil going up and equities pulling back. The pattern for the last few weeks is... All right, if this bounces above that last 1 minute, I'm just going to flatten it. Otherwise, this is just another stair step. Didn't dip enough to be considered a reverse.
I got your headline right here. U.S. military officials are planning a potential ground assault inside Iran, including targeting Karg Island and seizing enriched uranium sites. The Atlantic citing people familiar with the matter. And then you also had Iran's supreme leader on X will continue to support in the resistance against the Zionist U.S. enemy.
Yep,
so
there's that bounce.
Yeah.
All right, I'm glad I closed that. We got about $40. Nothing schnazzy, but a little bit at a time here. We are red on the day. We're gonna take it slow.
And like those XOMs here, these look good to me as well too. Spike in that IV, spots filling with the ask, a little wider bid ask spread there too, and just let's follow this up. And then you see how that IV kind of.
If we see some crazy oil spiking news, dude, I'm gonna have to clip this entire episode because we've been talking about oil all day.
It's been oil heavy.
Crude oil futures just hit daily highs again, while equities are kind of hanging out here just below the highs of the day. I think we might. Dude, if we get a headline while still live, I really hope I'm short for it.
Phenomenal.
Because oil,
that's
it usually when we see crude oil futures pumping, the equities do a bit of the opposite. Usually, not always, but there is usually an inverse relationship between the two. We're seeing a lot of bullish oil flow while oil is absolutely shellacked on the day. And really the only thing keeping me from shorting the market is that heavy gamma right. So keep an eye on
I kind of
use stops, people. Headline risk is very real right now. It's real all the time, but like especially now.
Yeah.
If you were
Well, and
trading
like
during
with
the last Trump admin, it was the same shit. Lots of head fakes. Really good volatility. That's when I was still full time. I enjoyed it. Funny I didn't enjoy, but I enjoyed the trading.
I almost want to go back and say, I mean, like we were really dissecting that CVX folder. I mean, just with all that now you have XOM coming in, all the other CVXs.
My eyebrows
I
have
would,
been raised.
yeah, I would lean there probably buy it open, even though the internals don't look super good. Again, just you have all this other flow coming in on it as well. So I mean, and it's not just CVX getting hit now. Now it's XOM. So I mean, it's very interesting. It's something that should catch your eye. It's like the MU and TSM stuff yesterday. Like it's continuously hitting all day. Like it should catch your attention. It doesn't necessarily always mean it's gonna rocket up in
Did
your
you see
direction.
that MU 900 call that came in earlier?
No, I didn't.
900. 170 days out, almost 150% out of the money.
MU just absolutely
Micron does some crazy shit
obliterated.
sometimes, man.
MU's been absolutely obliterated like the last month though. 8%. Let's see. Let's do. No, I don't want 3 months. 1 week. Okay, it's not that bad. Well, you got a 10% day. It was down almost 20% the entire month. So I mean, it was
Yeah.
kind of due a bounce at some point there.
Dude,
As I say, I
there
looked
is
at that yesterday.
no gamma positioning below us. If they do get to 6600 and reject hard, I think we can see a pretty hardy floor, which would also make sense with all of the oil shit we're seeing. Like I just said, Brent crude hit a new high a day basically, while we're still sitting up here near highs in equity. I already took the one, but that was just a quickie. That was just a, hey, let's catch some of it. I could still see us going up for that 60. But see what they can do, man.
Any change in the yeah, market tide hasn't really shifted. That SPY premiums did kind of pick up in that in the overall market tide a little bit as well.
Really need to see them hit that 6600. I'm probably gonna fade it right at 6600. And I'll widen my stop a little bit with smaller size just because they could wick it real hard, especially on NQ. We'll see. See what they do. Trucking up toward highs again right now. Let's see if they just stay in that same range, reject, and right back down 50 points, and then right back up. But until we get a huge gamma shift, or I see them tag that 6600, 6605, we're diddling in a new middle.
Yes, something feels off to me. I mean, getting a lot of oil calls coming in and anything ETF flow wise, and nothing really interesting on my filter. Yeah,
Feels like a lot of
IWM
waiting,
calls.
but again, I'm very interested seeing crude rise, seeing all of that call flow on oil while equities are going up. It's a little different.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
All right, let's see if they take out these highs here. We've been in a waiting mode pretty much since the last pump. We're just ranging here near the highs. It's a pretty wide range on NQ, but nothing crazy given the volatility of the last few days. Like even right here, it's like you could fade the top of this range, take 15 points, buy it, take 15 points. But it's a matter of time, I think, before they just blow through the high and hit that 6600 for it. That's what I want.
What is these INSP calls? 31% out of the money. This is some Jay-Z stuff right here. Overlaps earnings by 10 days.
All right, NQ just made a new high.
Came in right before that spike. Yeah, that's not unusual at all, is it? Opened at 177 and they're trading at 210 now. Not unusual
I don't even know.
at
Yeah,
all.
you're right. That is some Jay-Z-esque ticker right there.
90.04. So like, okay.
I'm watching to see if SPX can juice this the last 4 points to tag that 6600. And then I'm gonna jump into this.
I might hop in with you too.
It's very close. You're gonna want to keep that tight.
Yeah,
Pretty decent stop.
We'll see.
Because like I said, we've got heavy negative gamma right above this current positive gamma zone. It could squeeze. So be careful with it. But we're now. Oh, they got within 3 points and really want you to hit it. I don't want to jump the gun on it. Let's see if this is just a quickie pullback, grab some liquidity. I want that 6600 for a really safe short.
All right. Well, while you watch that, yeah, the INSPs. So like this is what I'm talking about. Like when they come in those block trades, like it's not necessarily bad. Like this one, you have more context on. So you have that first trade come in here, 6,000 contracts, first trade on the day on this name. You have at least some more volume after to look at. Can you have that IV or the spot price rises, IV rises a little bit? That's something I like to see there. Now again, you have some flow after. I'm gonna sneeze here. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, you have some flow after here. Again, it's not the big sizing, but could they be shorting that possible pump? I don't know. I highly doubt that. I mean, look at that bid ask spread. I mean, that is just horrendous there. Yeah, just when I see other flow after like this, I mean, bigger sizing on a name that obviously doesn't have a lot of volume on it. I'm cautious with it. I'm cautious with it. And to me, it's just very odd that it comes in right before that spike. They're 31% out of the money. Again, they overlap earnings. We don't know. They might hold them through earnings or so on. You don't know, but it's just I'm always cautious when I see the big pump off a spike in the specific premium. Like this chain here is 100% of the total premium on the day. Like this is what moved this just by itself, and just kind of historically. I mean, look at this name. Look at how many options are traded on this thing. I mean, this is it's very very unusual, and I wonder if we look at this. Yeah, I mean it's 11th. I mean, they're probably bought to open there. I mean, I don't know why you'd short it before a big spike when I'd wait for the big spike and then fill with the ask. Again, you just never know. I mean, they're probably buy to open. I would lean buy to open on those just with the kind of looking at that bigger size at the beginning here. Let's just go back and look. I mean, the 6,000, 4,000, you have the spot price rise, your IV rises. I would probably lean buy to open on them. How do you feel about that kind of like second half there? Again, it's 22 seconds later. Yeah, 22 seconds later. That spot kind of drops it. That bid ask tightened up a lot though as well. So it's more on the ask side. I would still lean this as buy to open. I would just be a little cautious kind of because of that ending flow there a little bit, but I would lean buy to open on these.
I'm with you on.
I want to look at the earnings move on this here too, since they do overlap earnings.
Dude, can these buyers just hit 6,600 already? My God. We know you want to. Just do it. Just do it.
That see like, and this is what makes
Give me safe short.
Me. I gotta take a peek.
Nothing but negative gamma below us, dude. Just hit 6,600. Get it over with, and let me short my balls off. Thanks.
Yeah, look at the post earning move on here too. Just historically, it doesn't really favor the upside. So I mean, it's just something to be aware of because that flow overlaps earnings. Very interesting though. I wonder if there was news on this. Let's just see. Spire
Good
Medical.
news, everyone.
Oh, no, there is no news on it. Back on 3-3, yeah. Yeah, very. Ooh, insiders love this thing though. Look at that. Back on February. Let's go up here and look. Oh, I don't want to do the 1 year. Let's just do the last 3 months.
Buyers just do. Right there, dude.
Well, this thing gets a lot of sell premium, actually. Oof. Look at the sell premium from the insiders on this thing. And look where they're selling to.
I wonder if they got hit like a lot of healthcare did with the gutting of Medicare.
Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, look where they sell. Wow, these people are so smart. These are just some great traders, just selling near before the big drops. Like, Wow, just very smart, man. I need to hang out with these people.
Well,
Something interesting in here.
smart or knowledgeable.
Hey, whatever. Oh, it looks like it's just a bunch of tax stuff in here. Yeah, insider trades don't always necessarily
Yeah, they
mean
don't always mean
anything.
anything. A lot of times they're scheduled sales like that have nothing to do with the current price.
I
I think a lot of people put a little too much weight into insider transactions of shares and analyst ratings. I just you see that should be wrong. And again, a lot of insider transactions are straight up scheduled. And you
Yep.
can check that because it's in the filing.
I would prefer to see insider buys versus sells. Again, any of that can be scheduled, but it's just I'd rather because they sell for a lot of reasons,
Kind of like
tax
if they're not
purposes,
confident,
so
why
on.
should you be?
Yep. Yep.
Just hit 6,600 for
Like
Christ's sake.
like I
It's
remember
3
when
points up. Just hit it.
like
Come
when
on.
coin
I'm trying so hard to be patient, bro.
it's not
Just
working.
hit it.
Like when coin IPO'd, I believe it was just all the insiders dumping immediately. I just want to go back here and look.
So close. I would even
Yeah,
like it if you wicked through it and hit 66.5. That would be sexier. But we're dude, like I said, we're still building up at 66.20 and 30, with negative gamma in between them. So it really wouldn't surprise me if they just squeeze up there with how the trajectories today. But I gotta try to fade it when they gotta. Rules are rules, man.
Look at
2 more points. Come on, just get it. Just touch it.
look at coins insider trades here. Just right when we IPO, just dump,
Yeah.
dump,
Dude,
and then
IPOs are a scam. You will never convince me they're not, because they'll IPO at some fucking arbitrary price, pump 200 to 300%, and then knife way below that arbitrary open price. It happens so often. I don't think Coin did do it. Look at that. Oh my god.
Yep. And all the insiders dumped right away.
Hell nah, dude. I don't touch IPOs. If anything, if they're like when they become optionable, if they haven't dumped yet, I've bought puts on IPOs. I don't fuck with IPOs, man. Too crazy. Unless you're like early and you sell that shit the instant it rips as buying comes in and then never look at it again. IPOs are risky as shit.
Look at the average sell price.
$1 more SPX. Christ. $1, dude. Just do it. Come on.
It's almost there.
6600 fell off a little bit while 6605 has built though, which is why I said if you do try to fade it, keep those stops tight.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna fade that one with you. Sorry, I don't like those call premiums and volume, and yeah, how's this look? Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna fade that with you. Sorry, that's an all you want.
I'm waiting. Dude, they still haven't. They got within cents. It's like, right there.
That average sell price for coin for the all time is 291. Like, look at these people. They're just all set. Like, if you don't even have faith in your stock where you're constantly selling. I mean, you see buys down here in the lows, but like it's always interesting to see what these people do. MU calls coming in for 40, up 10% on the day, 18% on the high multi. Like, nope. Man, I hear my stomach rumbling here.
I swear to God, if this rejects and dumps, or they get where I want, it's gonna be cross. We're 20 points off the highs in NQ. I swear to God, this better be a back test. If this is the move, Anthony, not in it because they didn't get as high as I wanted. Tucker's gonna get smacked.
Uh-oh.
I kind of hope it's not. Or I kind of hope.
Oops! I'll slap Tucker.
Hey.
We'll get the audience to line up. It'll be a whole thing. I was really hoping to get that 6600 to 6605. I want them to hit it hard and fast and reject so I can short it heavy and we can either dance and cheer as we end the show or make fun of me for doing it too soon.
Man, I don't know.
But I don't even know if they're going to do it. They're still just so slow.
That interval flow feed is all cold.
London close has come and gone. Nothing happened. This is just, come on. Get up there. We all know you want it. The Nasdaq's up 1.5%. The S&P's up 1%. Why don't you just put a couple more decimal points on there real quick and then sell off? That'd be dope.
Fellas, I got an 11 meeting, so I gotta dip out.
Sir, that's in 12 minutes. It's 10:48.
Yeah, I actually haven't eaten anything today.
He has to put his
bikini
back on
early.
Oh.
So I'm gonna go eat before I have another 2-hour meeting.
Well, just eat in the meeting.
What I'm saying.
Well, eat my fucking butthole. I don't know.
No, then he'll get pink eye like you.
No.
Sharing is caring.
All right, man. We'll catch you later.
But I got a dip. All right.
All right.
Yeah.
See ya.
See you guys.
We'll hang out for a little bit longer. I want to give this a few more minutes to see if I can get my damn major short entry, because they are just masturbating around that 6,600 without breaching it. And
Yeah, I am ordering my food right now.
what do you get? Are you getting McDonald's again?
Hey, you know what? Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business.
Anthony's 90% of the McDonald's float.
Dude, McDonald's is delicious, man. I could eat those nuggets.
I will always fuck with their
every
nuggies,
day.
man. And I don't care that it's pink ground up bones and shit. Their nuggies slap so hard.
I'm not a fan of their burgers.
Oh, now
I
now my SPX price is freezing up.
Oh, I better freeze or refresh too. Yeah, my price isn't moving again either.
All right, I
My
pointed it
Marketide
out. We'll see if they can look
Marketide
at it.
freeze a little bit too. I think
It
my
looks like they're
Marketide
working
froze.
a little bit on something else somewhat related, but we'll see what they say. But my
Oh, my
SPX is now pulling what yours did.
Good.
I swear to God, if it
good.
rejects before, it's gonna be so annoyed. All right, let me pop open those chats to make sure we're not missing any requests now that Tucker's gone.
I think it's quiet. I mean, my flow feed's really quieted down now.
Yeah,
at
my
lunchtime.
main interval flow filter's been pretty dead since.
Ooh, you are getting some spy puts. Spy puts for you here. 16 days out.
And they do it more heavily,
Oh,
but also
never
wait
mind.
until we break that high.
83% multi-leg. Never mind. Ignore me.
Down to. Oh
See, yeah, you want to dissect this multi-leg here for me?
Not really. Oh my God,
Okay.
no.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna try.
pass on that one. Yep.
Gross.
See that?
We're still just tickling the taint of that 6,600, and I would love some penetration so I can short. That'd be great.
God, I got a text from my fucking girlfriend. She's always sending me text. She's like, I would trust you with my 401k to invest in anything you want. I was, hey, option trade Periscope time.
just flinging 0 days on our 401k.
Just oopsies. Like, yeah, you gotta work till you're like 90 now. Sorry. Man, they keep slapping those MUs still. I do not want to and I'm not a fan of chasing like.
Me neither, but that's
10%.
what, the 5th strike today?
Yeah.
Like the 900s don't make any fucking sense. I'm gonna be real, but they came in.
Yeah.
3,000 contracts of them. 1.2 million premium.
And that was even like with all the puts that were coming in like the last like.
Dude, we're still
4 or 5
getting
sessions.
a little bearish SPX flow too. I'm just hit the damn level so I can short it. I don't want to short before it because it's there. I don't want to get blown out by the liquidity grab above it that I'm waiting for in case it happens. But we are still just slowly grinding toward it. But I'm finally seeing a little bit of SPX put flow coming in. And it's getting invalidated by coinciding call flow. I'll just wait for the level. I'll be good. Getting really impatient, though. They keep getting within $1.
Should I ask her if we can trade her 401k on the show?
Oh, God. Watch me destroy my girlfriend's life savings in 15 seconds.
Just 0 DTEs full port. No stop. Either she's gonna be a very rich retiring person, or she's gonna work till she's 90.
Or I'll be single.
Probably that. I'd just say there was a like I'd be like, yeah, we both glitched on me.
Yeah, just use my excuse, even though it's not real this time.
I mean,
oh God, Reddit, what a shit show that is.
Yeah, big multi-leg too. Yeah, you want to dissect this one for me?
Nope.
Actually, you probably shouldn't, because you're gonna miss your entry on Periscope, and I'll get yelled at.
We're finally above 6,600. Now I need to see a pump with some volume to short it. I don't want to just short it right here, right now. I like to see some fervor into that level to short.
Oh, I gotta refresh mine a little bit. Oh, yep. Yeah, mine's doing that little freeze thing too. Yeah, I'm not gonna scalp.
I mentioned it. We'll see if they can figure out what's going on with that.
Just oops, sorry. Just ignore that part of the show where the tool kind of glitched.
6605 still building. I'm kind of scared to fade it right at 6,600. But maybe I'll do some like really tight stop fishing quick. Because I think the downside can be vigorous. But with the way 6605 is building above 6600 while 6600 has fallen off a little bit, now that we're there, I need to see some faster reactions here. I'm short really tiny with a stop above that high a day, quite literally a 4-point stop out. That's how tight I'm keeping them here until I get my reversal, or until they just pump right through it. And not much in between going on here, because like I said, we got negative building right above that 6605 that has gotten bigger, and that 6630 way up there has still been building positive. So anything here, if you're trying to fade this, very tight stops, and then add into them. That's how I would play it. That's how I'm gonna play it. All right, now they might stop me out here, like $10. Who cares? We fish. Well, I fish. I can't say we. All right, stop me out for the new high. Let's see if they're gonna give a good high volume pump into that 6605 from here for me to have something way safer to short. Yeah, I think they're going to get 665 here. NQ is leading the way. SPX has not quite followed to these new highs. We just good old-fashioned waiting, folks. All right, there's a little bit more volume on the push. Now let's see if we can get a rejection of 6605. Right below it, we've still just got call premiums juicing. I might not fade it yet.
Yeah,
I might have to be a little responsible here. We're at
what's that
6605 now.
Oh,
there,
geez.
this is getting juicy. All right, I'm fading it right here. Stop at the high. It's literally like 4 points again. I need a very quick rejection, otherwise I have to wait again. This is why I say don't shadow my trades, guys. I'm in and out so fast when I lose. I don't rack up big losses with wide ranges. I take my losses very tight and then add into the move when it starts going my direction. Usually short. I'm bad at longs. We've hammered that. We've hammered that horse way to death and beyond. But it's true. All right.
Yeah, I'm not.
I do not want this 1 minute candle to print a new high. Otherwise, guess what? We're waiting again. Looks like they might. I'll lose $15 if they... Little paper cuts. I'll lose like $15 to $50 on losing trades, but I aim to make $300 to $500 on the winning trades because I size up pretty quickly when I get my move. Kind of dangerous when you think about it, but I've gotten accustomed to it. New high in Q, but they didn't stop me yet.
I just have tears running looking at my spy calls that could have been.
Hey, man. I called the long on that first dip of the day that knifed like crazy and didn't buy it. I also called the short that happened right after it and didn't sell it. So if it makes you feel better, you're not alone.
I'm more talking about my Monday spy calls. that
All
would
right, let's
have
see if
been.
they squeeze this up. They are just in the line here. At 66.05, right on it. And we can squeeze to 66.30 if they breach this. We've got that negative gamma at 66.10, 66.15 that can act as acceleration toward yet another positive gamma level. So let's see if the buyers got it in them. 2 minutes until we get a nice half-hour candle switch. Let's see what these guys are up to. Rocket Lab, huh?
Yeah, this one's interesting. Again, one name that's already up 6% on the day, but IV rises. Spots filling with the ask. Looks pretty good there to me. Probably a momentum chaser. I mean, only 2% out of the money, so pretty good. A little smaller whale there, only
The way they
594
are just
contracts.
sitting. Like, they are not moving at all. They're
Oh
just
yeah,
sitting
I'm
here.
scared about all that
I think in
positioning to the
about
upside.
47 seconds or less, we're going to get a sharp move. They're just sitting here on this positive. So I think once we get this half-hour candle in 35 seconds, this direction's going to get picked, in my opinion, here. Because we've got heavy negative right above us with positive building at 66.30, 25 points above. And then it's below 6,600. There is nothing. We're at a 50-50 point. 13 seconds. I'm short with a stop at the high. See what they give me here, Anthony. 7 seconds.
Little red candle.
Not enough. Not enough.
A little uptick in the put premium, just a teeny
Still
bit.
a bullish pattern.
Little teeny
Still a
weeny.
bullish pattern. Yo, this is the slowest thing ever up here. It is going nowhere. See. First target's not even that far down. It's only about 10 points below here. I probably wouldn't add to this one unless we knife it. Too much risk still. Aside from right now, I'll just leave my stop where it's at. See where this 1 minute prints. We are getting no changes in Periscope or net premiums, so I have half a mind. Take it off, but I'm going to let this play out.
Oh, I got a phone call.
If they get above 66.05, I think we see 6.
I'm going to snag this phone call quick. I'll be right back.
Fine. Keeping an eye on it. This is what it is. This is what it do. All right, moving my stop above that 1 minute candle. I want instant continuation or out. What I want here. I want that to be a real rejection. Otherwise, I think we're just going to get another liquidity pump to the upside, and I don't want to be sitting short if that happens. Keep these stops really tight. They give me a clean rejection here without stopping me out, I will add.
Perfect timing, too, because my food is just getting here. So perfect timing. Perfect timing. It's going to be in decision time here.
All right, let's see what we do here. If this 1 minute candle can't print a new high, I will add. Otherwise, I'm going to let them stop me out. We'll be back to waiting.
Hey, my
all right, they're going to get me here. This will probably
dang.
stop me out. And I'll make a whopping 10.
Hey, that pays for your McDonald's.
All right, we're out. Back to waiting. Now I want to see them again squeeze through the high before I try that again. We made $10. Go T.
Hey, pays for your lunch. I mean, honestly.
Yeah. All right, we're drying up here. Pretty much what I said was going to happen happened, and I didn't play it. But that is what it is when it comes to longs for you boy Stoney. Other than that, man, market's closed on Friday.
Yep.
I'm going to try to set up another fun Friday. I don't know if we'll do it this Friday or not. Probably not.
Well, you
Just
can't do it this Friday with us closed.
Well, you can. It would be a fun Friday, no flow.
Oh, yeah.
But,
you can talk about reports that came in. You got a lot of economic data on Friday.
Yeah, I guess we could do that. We'll figure it out. I don't know
We'll
if we'll
see.
do it this Friday, though. But again, just like I said, literally all day, 6630 is still building. So I'm going to stay flat until I see how high they take this personally. And I think we'll wrap up the show there. We had a nice little almost 3-hour session. You guys in
Yeah.
chat were nice and active and having fun. Hope you guys learned stuff. And if you don't see us sooner for a goof off, mess around, do nothing of value show, we will see you Monday morning, same place, same time, right around market open. Thanks for kicking it with us, homies. Catch you
Enjoy
Monday.
the rest of your day.